observing. You have to act, but the threat is unnerving. So little hope, tempted and by despair. It's the end of your rope, and you're all out of prayers. That's when we need refusal, surrender, refuse. When the world bleeds, we have to defend her, defend. We have to defend her.
Hello, we are here and we are live with our wonderful Defenders of Phandelver. Thank you all for joining us. Let me make sure that the music is coming through. I think it is. Music. All right, players, can you hear the music? Oh, it's really low.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's just that song is really low. That's fine. Hi, we are here, and we have an amazing show for you today. Our cast is all here. Gracie is coming from, you're all the way in the UK, right?
I'm in Spain right now.
You're in Spain. Okay. All right, they're in Spain, so if anything happens with their video or audio, we're aware of it, and we'll try to make sure it doesn't get too bad. But we appreciate you making the effort to be connected with us. Really awesome.
I love D&D. I love this group.
Yeah. Let's see. So we have a few things to talk about before we begin. The first thing is our channel has been so wonderfully nominated for some Crit Awards. We have been nominated for Best Upcoming Twitch Channel, Best Series for Fears and Fortunes, Best Lyrical Song of the Year for Fears and Fortunes, and for Best Player in a D&D game. And that goes to Howdy Love Darlin, who plays Sly in our Fears and Fortunes campaign. So if you would like to vote for us, we'd really appreciate it. We could use all the votes we can get. Just go ahead and scan that URL code, and that will take you to the website. Just go through. Anyone can vote. You just need to put in your email, and that's it. And yeah, we'd really appreciate it. But yeah, it's really cool. And speaking of our intro song for Fears, that is now on Spotify. So if you want, you can go ahead and get that QR code to check it out on Spotify, where as well, our awesome Defenders of Phandelver intro song is now on Spotify. We realized apparently when you get nominated for Best Song of the Year, your song needs to be on Spotify because they list all of them and a playlist for people who want to vote. So we're putting the Defenders of Phandelver one here because I guarantee next year that one's getting nominated. Guarantee. I'll be shocked if it doesn't. Because Arcane Anthem's made that song. They absolutely slayed on it. So, yeah. What else? Oh, we did get some cool comments I want to go over as well. First one from Shadow Rogue. Dang it, map. Because they've noticed that we've had a bunch of issues with our map sometimes freaking out. I believe we may have sorted it, or we have limited the problem down to one thing in particular, which is it might be those cool Nat 1, Nat 20 effects that we have going. That might be crashing the map for reasons. It's a module that we added to Foundry. It's not like Foundry's crashing. It's this module probably causing a crash. So if you notice the map crash and it happens just after a Nat 20 or a Nat 1, that's probably why. And someone should just, even in the cast, ping me so we can make sure we address it, possibly get rid of that module, although we do like using it. The other wonderful comment was from Rashad. This was amazing. I had to follow all of you guys on Instagram. Thank you to Carrie for promoting this on his Instagram. And yeah, thank you, Carrie. That's really appreciated. Give yourself inspiration because, hey, it's awesome to get a fan. And if you found this channel because of one of our players, let us know in the comments on YouTube. We really appreciate it. It's always awesome to find out how people found out about the show. And hey, the player that got you here could get inspiration for it. So hell yeah. That is all for announcements. Now let's get into our game. The last time we played... Yeah, what's up? other announcements?
Remember on my journal, the art,
The art?
is that included?
Oh,
art
no.
of
That won't be.
Alu'Cor?
When it comes
No?
up, I have to remember
Oh!
to. Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Gracie's
Didn't know
been
if that
taking
was
the
at the
best
start.
notes, and they're making sure I didn't forget something. So we're all good. The last time we guys played, you guys had a narrow life and death situation at the magic shop of Iarno's, which Iarno was found there by Leo. Leo confronted them. Rather, they confronted Leo, ironically enough, as you guys both sort of danced around this idea of knowing that the other was working against each other. And all this happening while Alu was trapped in a mirror of, I believe it was a mirror of life trapping, I think it's called. Iarno stabbed you, Leo, giving you a ton of damage, and then their Quasit poisoned you, causing you to go down, and then he set his place on fire, leaving you inside to burn to death, which you almost did. Miraculously, you rolled successfully on your death saves. I think you might have used some inspirations for it. You also used your portent for it, but it was very close, and then Alu was able to break out of the mirror once the heat got hot enough to shatter all the glass that's in the building. Alu was able to escape from the mirror, rescue you, get outside. You guys now stand watching this inferno go up of Iarno's shop. There are bells, there are people coming around, throwing water onto buildings nearby to make sure this fire doesn't spread. As you guys watch the flames and recover Leo and make sure that they're okay, stumbling up to you all is Sildar, who looks completely fine. I know last time you guys worried that something may have happened to Sildar since Iarno asked about it, but as Sildar walks up, "Are you all right? What happened?"
Glass staff is Iarno?
What?
The mage?
They
He-
look at the building and they look at Leo. Oh, fuck. As they sort of like take this all in, you realize one important thing, that Iarno asked about Sildar, knowing that they were in town, and then didn't make a move on them. It tells you a lot about Iarno's character, more so that they were, one, not likely to go and try to face down Sildar by themselves, but two, that they likely had no idea that Sildar had been rescued, given their... So what you're kind of seeing from this is that there's a disconnect between Iarno and the bugbears that are working in this organization. It doesn't seem like they're fully aligned. As Iarno kind of reels... not Iarno. As Sildar reels from that news, you guys watch the blaze. The last thing you were given as well last session, you gained information from a spirit named Agatha about the possible location of where Gundren might be in a castle someplace in the Neverwinter Wood, which is a massive forest that's hundreds of miles in size. It would be very difficult for you guys to search all of it. However, Alu and Navarra know some druids who might be able to help them find that place fairly quickly, should they be willing to go to them. With that, what do you guys want to do as you stand and watch the blaze?
Navarra will go straight to Leo, just look through them. Torchbug, where are you all right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I think I'm gonna go lay down. I'm gonna go.
Yes.
I'm going to walk as far away from the fire as possible. I'm not going home, but just wherever is furthest, because I just need to get out and away.
Yeah, as you start retreating from the fire, you actually get closer and closer to your home, which is sort of on like the other side of town. As you just start retreating away from it, you see your house you see your house ahead of you, and it's even still, as you're walking away from this thing, your house is still being lit by the orange glow of Yarno's burning building.
Oh, if possible, I'm gonna go over to Alu'Cor. I'll see that Navarra is taking sort of Leo, and then they made their way out, and then I'll go over to Alu'Cor. How did it escalate to this level?
I'll say, like, as Valandor is going over to Alu'Cor, and I think we're doing this too, as Leo and Alu'Cor left, that Alu would be using Control Flame to extinguish parts of the house, or like get in control. But Valandor, as you walk up, you'll see there's like frustration in this movement. There's a lot of like vigorous arm waving. There's a lot of like a scowl on his face, effectively, as he's like identifying spaces in the house that are reigniting, and just like go down, just like pissed, as he's like trying to keep things calm.
As you're doing that, Alu'Cor, you're like, as you move your hands to push flames away or put fires out, in your mind, flashing before you is a very different scene from the start of your story, when you use this same ability to control flames to set fire to your grove, and you see your hand moving to move the flames and spread them to trees that you felt needed to be burned. And then we cut back to you moving your hands again, putting flames out.
As he's like going through, he'll hear Valandor, Yarno blew his fucking house up. I'm trying to control this.
Yarno? You said he is Glassstaff?
Yes.
And you're sure of this?
Positive. I saw him stab Leo. Saw him admit to everything. Trapped me in a fucking mirror, and as he like waves his arm to extinguish another flame.
What's the move?
He stands still for a moment, just like fixated on the blaze. We have to kill him.
Oh, absolutely agreed on that end, friend. But how do we get to him?
I don't know. And he like stomps and extinguishes another flame.
All right. In Valandor kind of does this thing where like he wants to be there for him, but can clearly see the frustration. So he's just going to like turn his back and kind of observe the area. Is there like people coming up? Is there like, sort of like a crowd gathering around this place?
Yeah, it's mostly people coming out of homes and businesses nearby, trying to make sure that their place is protected from any flames or embers. A fire like this in a time period like this can be devastating. So as Alu's managing the flames, they're all making sure that embers don't set their roofs on fires and things like that.
Cool. Yeah, I was gonna say I would have just made like a general announcement. If everyone wishes to keep their homes safe and be able to rely upon a tomorrow, please do your best in supporting your fellow neighbor and help with these flames.
Yeah, you say that, and a few people who are just like stuck slack-jaw watching this, like hear that and then start moving, grabbing buckets, fetching water, things like that.
Hey, you said Leo went back home?
Yeah, Leo, I guess you went back home?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just wandering away.
Yeah. And Penny stayed with us, or I'm assuming maybe Penny went with Leo?
Penny waits a beat and then just chases after Leo. Tries to catch up as quickly as possible.
Cool. Okay. Yeah. Probably just hang out and help put down the flames as well.
As you guys deal with the fire, around like midnight, with Alu's help, the fire is eventually extinguished. You guys can all get a long rest. And then the question for you is, what do you do the next day? I can share some stuff with you. Here we go. this is a map of the region. This map, by the way, the setup for this map is brought to us by the Foundry module. The Foundry module for Phandelver and Below, the Shattered Obelisk. You can actually get the entire campaign with everything included, monster stat blocks and everything on Foundry's store. And yeah, it makes it really easy to kind of track where you guys are going. So you guys are right now in Phandalin. Let me move that on the other map. You guys are in Phandalin, and you have the options on what you want to do. This right here, this massive chunk of green, that's the Neverwinter Wood. The easiest way to get to where the Druids are would probably be to follow this road, the high road, up towards Neverwinter, and then veer off at some point to head into the forest. But yeah, that's the area that you're essentially trying to search to find where Gundren is, possibly where Iarno went to hide.
The first thing I think at least Navarra would do, knowing the message that, or the what they heard from where the location is go to Alu'Cor in the morning. Because it would be the easiest to go to the high road and then to like veer off. Would Alu'Cor and Navarra know just a faster way, or like something to shorten the distance?
Yeah,
that's just me curious because of the map.
There is a path you could take, but it would still probably follow. Like you guys could go and use the river to get in further. But the river, actually, no, this river flows this way. There might be a way to go like up through here and then follow the river. But that would require getting, for the two of you, you might be able to manage it. But for your whole crew, you would need boats. So getting everyone there, probably the road is going to be the fastest way.
Got it. But yeah, that's what Navarra would do in the morning, seek out Alu.
I think she'd find him outside, have like ritual casted as owl. Kind of just walking around. Not meditative, but just anxious. Head like going back and forth, mumbling to himself. Like, I can't believe y'all know. I can't go back to the woods.
Whoop, that's your owl. There's you and your owl. Thank you, Karis, for drawing this adorable, groggy-eyed owl. Absolutely love it.
What?
He's so cute.
Oh my God.
That's my boy.
That's my boy. What's your owl's name again?
Boy. I don't know if I came up with one.
Something to think about.
Owl. Do you understand? Like, to this and my doll, I will fight.
This is my boy. This is my son. Yeah, I'll have to think about a name.
So yeah, Navarra, you
while
find...
you're thinking of a name, yeah,
find
Navarra
Alu
will kind of walk up.
Like, pacing around.
Just behind. Just watching him pacing around. But they're also in that feeling of they had to take down another fire, that weariness is on them. So when they see him pacing around, they're just, this is unfamiliar.
Unfamiliar. He like whips around. You mean unfamiliar?
You. Actually worried for some. I thought you sat in your room and meditated for hours so that you could get that peace that you always carry around with you.
Navarra, peace. He'll like turn back around. I know, and you know, that the Druids would be the best option to help us get to where we need to go. I'm assuming that's why you want to
that's
talk.
actually... Yes, that's it. We encountered someone yesterday when we were out, and they found a castle for us, somewhere to the south of the wood. We don't know where, but of course we know. And they just they pause on we pretty much like saying, yeah, the druids.
Yeah.
Look, I don't like that as much as you.
Do you? He like looks at Navarra very sternly. Do you not like it as much as I do?
Do you think I want to go back?
I mean, you left on your own accord. I didn't
I
exactly
did.
have a choice.
I did leave on my accord. I left my position.
And how do you propose that we go back to them? Tails in hand?
I left with an oath. They seem to understand it. Now I return with you. To be honest, that's the... I haven't thought that far. I just know that's the next step.
And what will you tell them?
What do you want me to tell them, Alu?
I don't know.
You want me to carry you in there and say I am here to enact my justice?
I don't have answers, Navarra. I don't. I'm just very angry. I think that's something you understand. Anger, rage.
I do.
I was trapped in a fucking mirror while Yano smack talked Leo and stabbed her with a poison blade. And I could only watch. I want his head. I don't care about balance right now. And it pisses me off that we have to go back to the same place that kicked me out. I don't have answers. I just
They
have
just do a little... They just do a little smile, because literally a day ago, Alu couldn't understand the anger where Navarra felt. And they're just like, I know that feeling. But I won't tell you to tamper it down, or to hold it, or to even fix it. Let it burn. The druids, they have answers. Let's get them. We don't have to stay there long. To be honest, I doubt there's a face there still, but if they're still there, I don't want to see it. So, I promise you, I'm not hoping to get back home anytime soon.
Alu would just take like a big sigh, not of relief, but just like to let a breath out. Okay. Still,
If
how are we
anything.
supposed to talk to them? Does
Well,
Alu know? Sorry, to George. Was Alu told what would happen if he did try to come back?
Your exile is more so on like a permanent basis. Like, you are not allowed to hold residence here. You are not allowed to interfere with nature. To come there and ask them of questions, if they are real hard asses, they might be offended by that. But that's also not like the first punishment of doing something like that is to say get out. So yeah, it's not like they can kick you out, twice necessarily.
Okay.
And yeah, it would only be if you went there and started meddling with nature, then yeah, you might end up in some serious trouble.
Okay, cool. Cool. Thank you for that. Sorry, Maz, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good. What was I saying? Oh, Navarra just turns to leave, but look, they know you and your shapes, I believe, so if you do need to, I can hide you if we need that. Not knowing the extent of your, like, what your exile rules are. But Leo, I'm worried for Leo. I don't know how soon we could leave. I think we should leave quickly, but we should tread carefully over the next day.
Of course. I do not intend to hide, no, but I appreciate the offer and agreed. I'm worried about Leo. I'm going to check on her this morning as well, if you're planning to come along.
Yes, that's where I was headed. Also, what is that one's name?
I haven't come up with one yet. You have any ideas?
And they go to like pet it.
Okay.
They do really softly and just like nestle like the little feathers, like, and a small like actual smile comes out of Navarra's face. Sometimes I'm jealous of you druids. And then they'll literally from behind their cape pull out the toy that that Petty made and just like show it to the little
Give me
owl.
animal handling. I wasn't going to, but now you're trying to tempt an owl with a plush toy. Yeah.
The fates
Uh-huh.
have been tempted.
It's a 9.
Owl looks shifty.
It actually does not like the look of this thing. As you bring it close, it like recoils. Like it's the sign of like an animal seeing something they haven't seen before. As it like furls out its wings like to appear bigger.
Navarra pulls dog back. No. It's fine.
Oh, friend, it's just a plushie. It's nothing to be afraid of, I
It's
swear.
not just a plushie. I mean,
I'm so
nothing.
sorry,
I'm going to go see Leo.
Sure. I'm assuming Navarro like walks ahead of Alu. I was just gonna have the biggest smirk on his face as she's like walking in front of him. Just like, that's funny. She smiled one.
You're just getting
She
side eyes. Just side eyes to like, God damn it.
You follow along and you guys head to Leo's, which would find you guys here. Yeah, you guys find yourself here as the sun's rising. Leo, throughout the night, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no. Oh no. That's a 10. That's a 10.
You have this memory of something flashing into your mind. One of your companions in the middle of an intense combat, and you see them choking furiously as it's like something is like suffocating them. And as they grip their lungs, you reach out with your hand to try to help them, and it's like a fog rushes over you. That's how you wake up gasping for air.
What time is it?
It is currently 7 a.m.
Okay. I'm going to get up and I'm going to quietly walk outside and get just a glass of water. And I'm going to sit outside, no tea, no nothing. Just sit outside. That's it.
If
Leo,
possible,
you okay? Leo, you okay?
Mm-hmm.
Penny rushes in. Penny has not slept.
No, Penny, please go sleep. Please.
No,
it's
I'm
okay.
fine.
No.
No. Do you want tea, breakfast, oatmeal? I don't know how to make the
Um,
things, but I can get them.
It's okay. No, it's okay. Don't.
Okay.
No stress. We'll go out for
Right.
something. I'm just gonna go sit outside for a bit. Why don't you get some rest? Take a nap. You need rest.
Sure. She goes in the house and does not take a nap. She just kind of walks in, closes the door, and is just gonna
Peeks
make
through the
for
window.
Yes.
Give me a con saving throw, Penny.
Me?
Oh.
Oh.
God. No, that's fair. I made this choice.
You did. I never
not
told you
bad.
you couldn't sleep.
No.
What was it, a 10?
I got a 14.
Okay.
I'm
14.
okay.
Yeah, you stayed up throughout the night. You do have one level of exhaustion. but you don't suffer any other effects. Otherwise, you do get a long rest. So if you're missing any hit points or abilities, you have those back. But you're just very tired.
I was up all night doing things. I immediately got home and scrapped the note that I wrote. It got buried somewhere. And I've just been doing projects throughout the night. Like, I reorganized all the books and then I put it back the way that it was supposed to go. And then I cleaned everything and made a mess again. And I'm just watching Leo from the window like, she's not okay.
Just crouched up on the stairs, drinking water. That's it.
That's where you find Leo, Alu'Cor, and Navarra as you guys head there. And while that's happening, Valandor, where are you?
I was gonna say, if possible, sort of like on Leo's home, on their roof, gargoyle style, is just Valandor, just like, you know, like perched up, like looking, and every now and then he would have like gotten up, and I don't have to sleep, I can just trance. So I just sort of like, you know, throughout the night would move from one corner to the other corner, and then when they stepped out, unless they sort of like looked up, but you know, I sort of would have made note, but I would have given them space and not necessarily bothered them. But yeah, so I say that if Navarra and Alu'Cor are coming, they just see me perched up with my bow, sort of like down, arrow slightly knocked, but on top of their helmet.
You see them, and as they come out, you also look down and see one of the apple cores from one of the apples you ate that night, and you just quickly grab it, throw it out, like throw it off into the field somewhere. They'll never know. But yeah, so you guys all find yourselves there as Penny's inside, not sleeping.
We're so normal and well-adjusted.
Yeah,
right
totally.
Yeah, we're doing great.
Good morning, Valandor. Time on the roof this day?
Yes. Well, hello, Leo.
Hello? How long?
Is this an everyday thing?
No, everyone expressed concern for Leo. Alu'Cor was having a day yesterday, so I just decided to give him some space, and I hung out here.
Navarra just looks to Alu'Cor a day. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Are you still on the roof? Just gargoyle stuff?
No, like I'll say that like I sort of like walk a little bit more down, so I'm closer. But I'm still on the roof. Yeah, why not?
Okay. They just say okay and then just go inside.
Well, you're finding Leo out on the porch. So are you going in to see Penny?
Penny's
or...
inside.
Yeah, they're going to go see
Can you
Penny.
tell her to sleep, please? She's not sleeping.
I'm not gonna sleep. What? I wasn't listening.
You're meant to be asleep, Penny.
No,
Why'd
I'm
you
not.
respond?
Why are we not sleeping, little fox?
I don't wanna. It's not for any
Why don't you
particular
wanna?
reason. It's because of I don't feel like it. I'm furiously knitting, and then I drop that, and then I go try to make half tea. No, Leah didn't want that. Darn.
They'll try to. Navarra's not a homemaker, so they'll try to help with the tea, but they won't push Penny to sleep. They'll just say like, eat with us. It's fine. You don't need to sleep.
To eat apples. I should give these to Valandor. He was on the roof. I tried to throw some at him last night. I don't know if he caught him.
Oh, is that why I saw 4 of them on the way? That makes sense.
You can't tell him. He doesn't like. I don't think he likes the fact that we know that he likes apples. It's like some weird thing.
I feel like it's like a cat where you don't have to give them water. You have to just put it out and pretend like it's yours, and so they can steal it and then be like, "Oh, it's my water."
Yeah, I've never had a lot of pets. I think that's pretty much exactly what that is.
I that's what I think. If you leave the apple there and just be like, "Oh, I'm gonna eat this later," maybe they'll steal it, and then
This is a good plan. This is a good plan.
He is our apple thief, so.
It's who I am as a person. It's just that. My backstory just says apple on the top. That's it.
For Penny, yes, that's just what it is. There's a mysterious man. He's pale. I'm not gonna comment on that, but he really likes apples.
End of story.
End of
Close
it.
the book.
Yeah, Leo went to bed. I trashed the note. I think that would have been a worse thing for her to read about in the morning. So, how about we downplay how scary the place that we
I
went
have no
was?
idea what you're talking about.
But I don't lie often, especially
That's
not to
fine.
Leo.
That's fine. We're not lying. We right now have something of priority and information. And you weren't alone. You were with me. So you were fine.
Yeah.
And then when, a couple days from now, when Leo is writing in their notebook and they're like, where did you get that information? We will slowly tell them that we went into a dangerous area.
That's a good
Very
plan.
calmly in a
That's good.
enclosed area where they can't throw anything.
No, I don't think
And
enclosed is
possibly
good. You
with
might want
forage.
space.
Maybe, yes,
Yeah.
space. We can just, yeah.
I can limit the amount of throwable objects, but she's quite strong sometimes.
That's fine. We'll find some things that we want to break.
Books, which is
I can
what
find
tell
some
her
things in
library.
Alu'Cor's house.
Yeah. We'll take her there. They don't
Yeah.
mind. They wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
Alu'Cor okay? He was kind of upset at the house. He didn't look particularly great when I left. I felt bad leaving, but I mean, are you both okay?
I didn't know that he was dealing with that much. I left earlier. I've seen burns before. I've worked hours and hours in fires, and I'm all right. I think I'm. Whoever, yeah. How do you say his name again?
Who?
Iarno?
Iarno.
Yarno.
You can also just
Iarno.
start calling him Glassstaff now.
Cool. I'm gonna do that. Glassstaff. That asshole. I just want to see them. That's it.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Probably have some choice words.
I probably shouldn't say that around you. Yeah, I should.
No, I'm learning a lot of new ones.
Yeah, I don't know.
Haskell's a new
That's
one,
not great.
and then
Great.
no,
Oh,
it's fine.
no.
I promise.
Oh no.
I don't like.
Leo's gonna be mad.
No, it's fine. I just won't say it in front of her, and then
Okay.
and then
Between
I'll
us.
say. I could. No, I don't want to throw them under the bus. It would be funny, but I'll say that I learned it at the tavern, and then
That's
not
good.
explain
That's good.
further, and then it would be good. Penny takes a pitcher of water, and just kind of in her head is pours out the fire that's on the keeping something alive on the stove. It's I don't really know if Leo feels good about what happened yesterday. I'm not used to her being the one that's freaked out, and I'm gonna try to make sure that she's in the best place possible that I can get her. So I tried to stay up to make sure that she was okay. She went to bed, which was good, but then she woke up, which was not good. I don't know if she's gonna talk to me about her dream again, but I appreciate that you all are here. I think she needs the support. I don't know how much more I can give.
Do what you are capable of, and when one falls, the other one is there to hold them up. But you don't need to overexert yourself. I can help as well. So cold foods. Let's go out and eat for a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
right.
Yes. Penny cleans up everything that she was kind of working on the night before, so it doesn't there's no open food out or anything like that. Runs by, collects all her projects that she was working on, stuffs it in her bag again, and just heads out with everybody else to sit on the front porch.
You guys are all together. You have also available to you your wagon with sugar and spice. And you have an idea of where you want to go. what would the party like to do? Or is there any more to discuss about this?
I don't think there's any more to discuss, but I feel like they're doing a slow morning.
Yeah.
So Navarra's like cutting up apples and like really taking their time and slowly just telling them the news, and then watching Leo's face, putting like a half cup like cut apple into like the side for Val to like steal, and then making sure Penny eats. That's what Navarra's going to do, and then they're just going to pitch. We have I know some people who could help us find the castle. I think it would be best to go see the druids.
Druids.
Of Neverwinter. Of the Neverwood.
Oh. Alu? Are you,
He just has his arms folded, just looking at the dirt. I agree.
Valandor like looks at the dirt and looks up back at you and then back at the dirt. But then it's actually like kind of like, are you listening to what she's saying? You know, kind of thing where it's like you're on board with this.
Give me an insight check, Valandor.
Insight, you got it. No, 8.
Yeah, you're seeing this and you start to think this is some weird druid thing. Like they must be listening to the earth or something. Like,
Okay.
You don't see any tracks
Tune.
like from the mindset of a
Right.
ranger, so it's like I don't know.
No.
The earth's talking.
Yeah. Let him give him some time. All right.
Okay.
Well,
do you know how to get there?
We do.
There's a road we could take with the carriage. Would be the fastest way.
What kind of a journey lies ahead for us? Do we know how long it'll take to get there?
Somewhat. It's definitely a journey. We take the high road and then we veer off just a bit. So a little rough terrain, so nothing too rough for you, Apple Thief, but for you two, could be a bit of a trek. We'll take as many rest stops as we need, Leo.
I'm fine. I'm okay. Oh no, don't worry about me. Yeah, no, that sounds good. Let's do it.
All right.
Okay, you guys head off, getting onto the high road. Well, actually, you're sort of on your way to the high road as you head up north, and we find you guys in your wagon, riding along the road. In the back, I imagine Penny is. In the back, I imagine Penny is furiously knitting away. I imagine the rest of you guys might be talking or resting. Leo, you might be reading. It's along that route, Alu'Cor, as you're riding and at the front of the wagon, you have your hands on the reins for sugar and spice, and then suddenly you are not there anymore. Suddenly you find yourself in the exact same pose you were, but no reins are in front of you. Instead, you find yourself here at a wonderful ballroom.
Nice.
Oh no. Alu's like looking around. This is.
Darling, wonderful of you to drop by.
I didn't really have a choice, did I?
No, you didn't. I have one of those favors I need to call in.
Mm-hmm. As he just looks at his plate.
Please, eat up. Enjoy yourself.
I'm good, thanks.
I do need you. I notice you're heading up to the Neverwinter Wood. As it so happens, there's some associates there I need you to deal with.
Alu'Cor takes his hand and like just starts going like this across his forehead, like, oh, this couldn't be a worse place to do anything. Who are your associates?
They're a band of dragon cultists. Are you familiar with the ilk?
Dragon cultists.
Yes, they worship Tiamat, all of that. Wish to end the days of man, raise the times of dragons. I'm gonna need you to murder them.
Wait. Dragon cultists within the circle? Within the
No,
Druids?
they're in the area. There's a place, a small town called Thundertree. You'll find them there in the building with the red roof.
Alu will like breathe a little bit of a sigh. He thought he would have to do something in relation to the Druid circle, or at least as far as he understands. How much will this offset us from our current journey?
It's along the way. You see, I make this very easy for you. You're not hurting any innocents. They are worshippers of Tiamat after all, so just per our agreement.
I imagine this would be high, but can he like do a insight check to see if she's body language is off?
Sure.
Yeah, I hate this timing. It's great timing for a story, but it's awful. That's a 9. That's a 9 total. Whack.
Why are our dice rolls not coming through? That's annoying. Give me one moment. I think I know why. Okay. You go and you take a look at her and you kind of wait, and she seems fully sincere. You see her like buttering a piece of bread as she's, as I said, I've made it very easy for you. Just kill some cultists, and that will be one of our 9 favors complete.
Fine. Okay,
Wonderful.
I'll try my best.
She reaches forward, and you see there's that hourglass in front of her, and she grabs it. As she flips it over, you suddenly find yourself back in the wagon, hands no longer on the reins, and now like reaching for them as you are suddenly just shunted back into reality.
I'll just kind of like shake his head of like the kind of thing people do when they're in disbelief. But he knows that what he experienced was real for sure. He won't yet
Did he
tell.
disappear at all?
Say that again.
Did he disappear at all? Did we notice that?
You did not notice anything.
Did the carriage move or jostle when they let the? No?
No, I would say Alu probably has a fair control over them, so they don't notice that something happened yet. They were just sort of keeping their pace. Yeah.
I think Alu would not yet tell the party, but would just like steady himself as they continue along the road.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a survival check, Alu, and you can do so at advantage.
Cool.
And I will say a survival check as well from Valandor and Navarra.
All right, first one was a 10. Second one is a 14.
Okay.
Twelve.
15.
Valandor, you're not you haven't been up in these parts before, so you don't notice something's wrong, but Navarra, you notice at a certain point you guys were taking a path up the high road and then veering into the Neverwinter Wood. Alu's path is sticking very close to the Neverwinter River, following that from Neverwinter. So this doesn't seem like they're going straight to the forest. You actually know this seems like they're heading towards Thundertree.
What are we doing? What? We said quick and fast. What is going on here?
Are we not on the path?
We did say that.
We are, but there's a little.
Okay. All right. Whoa. Now, like, stop the the steeds. Confession. As he like turns back to the carriage, I was visited by our
Hour?
friend. Okay, maybe not our. My friend is not a word I would use for this individual. The person who kept me alive when it should have ended. I can't say patron. I don't. All right. Well, I was controlling creatures. They, I don't know. Just tell. I don't know. I don't know if y'all saw anything. They brought me to the banquet and they said they need me to do one of their 9 favors, and that requires us to go to Thundertree. There are dragon cultists that she wants me to kill.
Oh.
Do
A
I know
whole
anything
lot
about
in
those
one
dragon
sentence.
You can go ahead and give me a history check or religion.
History. 10.
You know of dragon cultists, they're generally not great. They usually worship dragons, or in some points in history, they've reanimated dragons into Draco liches, which can be very harmful to the area.
And Thundertree, that place is ruins, no? That's where Mina's old family lived, I believe. Said that there
This
was
is-
treasure there that we could collect in return for rescuing her and her children. But it's ruins.
Perhaps
Will it
a
be there?
similar situation to the Red Cloaks in Phandelver. And maybe an opportunity for 2 birds and 1 stone. Listen, I will be candid with you all. I do not know what would happen if I do not do these favors.
Sure, I think that's a
There you go.
great approach. But I think you have to ask yourself, what do we intend to do? Just go in and eliminate all of these creatures from their home? What do you know of them?
The believers of Tiamat, the dragon cultists, there's 2 that she wants dead. That's all
No,
I know.
it's a whole gang.
That's a whole. Sorry, there's a whole group that she wants dead. And I will be blunt. I think I could use a punching bag right now.
All right.
That's fair, but do you ever wonder what domino you're setting off?
I am the domino, Navarra. She zapped me while I was riding this carriage. I
Great.
don't know what
I don't
powers
think
she
You
possesses.
reckoned with.
Wonderful. Our
Okay.
driver can be zapped to a banquet so easily, and then Navarra's gonna literally climb through to the front to sit next to Alu'Cor and just be like, okay.
Did she say when we need to go? I know that, well, we've never met the lady, but she seems. You have to do what she says, but do I have to do it now? Or could we wait? Or.
George, did
Now?
she say when?
It is on the way. So if you do it later, the other thing is if she told you now, those people might, if they move, it might be harder to find them again. So you feel a sense of urgency. Rest of the party, you might have to convince.
Turning to Penny, Alu would say, I have a feeling that this is the most opportune time in her eyes because it's on the way to our intended destination. And I have no intel other than where they are and who they are, but I'm sorry, Penny. I wish I knew more.
I don't care.
It is on the
timeline.
way.
I wanted to see if we could do shenanigans. 'Cause you don't seem to like her, so it might be like a fun little, I'm my own person kind of move. I think though, if
Do you
if
think
they're
we should
there, we might need a
friends?
deal.
I don't think it's worth risking.
I don't think I wouldn't recommend seeking her out. I can't even seek her out, and I don't think I want to, really. just want to be done with these favors and move on.
You have 9, you said?
Yeah, 9, and this is the first. And I'll just like take the reins and.
You guys make your way there. As you do, where are you? The ruins of Thundertree. It's like a. Actually, let me show you real quick. The ruins of Thundertree. They look like this. So this is what you see as you guys make it through the road past Thundertree. On the other side of all of this is the Neverwinter Wood. But you see this ruined town, a lot of collapsed buildings, dead trees, and there's a tower that stands a little bit further in the back of the town up on a hill. As you approach, you spot the building that they refer to. We'll say it's that one there on the left. And you spot it, you recognize it. How do you guys proceed? Are you like riding up to the wagon, hopping out? Are you... How would you like to do this?
The one on the left is the Dragon Cultist?
House.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the plan?
Well, we can survey, perhaps see if everyone is gathered here, and if that's not the case, then maybe everyone just picks a point of entry and we ambush them from both the front door, perhaps some windows, or provide an element of surprise. It's just a thought.
I'm certainly aligned with
Scope it out.
surveillance. I think Alu would nod to his owl, who I would assume is just like sitting on his shoulder as he's been riding the cart, and will just take off and fly out into the direction of that house so that he can see through its eyes what they might be, what might be in the area.
Nice.
Okay.
The last time Navarra was at Thundertree, they knew it was ruins, right? So could they do like a circle around like the far border of it to just see how many people, things like that, like on while Alu's owl is in the air, they can do it by land, like, you know?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a perception check, both of you. At advantage for the owl, and Navarra, you can give me one as well.
That's a dirty 20.
Nice.
Nice.
It worked. Thank you, Dark Goddess.
Highest roll I got was a 10.
You send your owl over the village, and you see that the place is, again, fairly in ruins. It also looks like there's like some sort of like chemical leak happening in that tower, because you see like fumes coming out of it. But you don't see any signs of like, there's not like legions of cultists here or something like that. Navarra, you just watching around the building, you find a vantage point where you can see into one of the windows, and you see that there are, you can count at least 3 of them. Based on the size of the building, there couldn't be probably more than maybe 7.
They pretty much sneak back to the carriage, report back their findings, and wait for the owl as well to return. 7. And you said something. What else did you see?
Oh, you mean the tower?
Yeah.
There's fumes coming from the tower up over the hill. I'm not sure what that's about, but you said you saw 7 in that home?
7. Counted them myself.
That seems like where we should start. It's a matter of how.
It's
Okay.
true.
How do you guys want to approach the house?
Navarra would pitch like everyone huddled down, slowly creeping up to the house and getting like the entry points. They wouldn't they wouldn't push Leo to go forward for that. But if there's like 2 windows and a door, like for Val and Alu to do that, and then we'll give the option to Penny if they want to join. Just curious, because they're both were kind of nervous.
Yeah.
No, I can help. Where do you want me? I'm fine.
Let's see. How many windows things could they see?
I'll go ahead
that
and
house?
show you real quick. Activate.
What?
You find yourselves here. Ba, 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 ba. So there is a door to this south side right here. There is a window to the south here, and then there's another door on this side next to a smaller window, like on this top corner.
They will just direct people to each of those points. And Leo, do you wish to stay with me, or do you want to take something?
Will you keep Penny? I'll go with Alu.
Good.
Alu will like turn and just nod his head.
Now, are we fully going for this? I know we want to punch something, but are we sure that they're dragon cultists?
Should we knock on the door and ask?
Actually, that's a smart idea.
Should
What
I
do
do
you
it or
feel?
you do it?
I think I am not good with talking with people, so I think you should knock on the door and I'll stand just waiting right by. And they're
Okay.
literally like pretty like, you know how they're against the wall, and if some like as Penny is talking, that's how Navarra is just being like, I have the spear, like if something happens, they're ready.
Okay. You approach. One moment. Let's see. Do we? Let me just. Okay.
So
I'm gonna
everyone's
just
spaced out around the house.
remove this roof for us. Okay. So yeah, you see, you're at the door. Does anyone else want to go? Is anyone trying to go anywhere else? There's the door on the other side as well. I'll give you guys a glimpse inside by putting Alu at this window. Can they see in that window? One moment. Ba, ba, ba. They should be able to. There we go. And you can see inside. You can count if you just like peek in. There's like 4 of them. And then a door leading up to this room. So who's doing what?
Well, sorry, George. You said this door is the door. Sorry, the one to the right of Alu'Cor. That's a door inside that leads to another room, and then there is a door. Oh yeah, where Navarra is.
Yes.
Okay, there we go. Cool. Okay,
All
perfect.
around the back. And there's a door at the front where I'm knocking.
And then I'm gonna stand behind a Penny at a bit of a distance with my arrow drawn.
Okay.
And I think as far as with me,
Okay.
If Val has you, then they'll stay where they are, George. I'm okay.
Okay. What about you,
Guard
Leo?
my door.
Oh no, we may have lost Leo. I will take
They were
over for them for now. I know they said they were having issues with their hotspot. So Leo will, I think, maybe stand at the window. Alu'Cor, do you want to be at the window or somewhere else?
I think the window is fine. As long as I have sight to cast magic into, I think. It'll be
Okay.
alright.
Alu, Navarra, and I'll roll for Leo as well. Go ahead and roll stealth checks.
Ooh. It's a 12 for me.
Okay.
9 for me.
Let's see. 9 for you. And let me roll for Leo. Stealth, normal. Okay, that's an overall success. Penny, you're approaching the door. What would you like to do?
Is there any talking that I can hear? Just I'm being as quiet as possible as everyone's getting into position.
Give me a perception
Do I
check
hear-
as you press your ear against the door.
Okay. Everything's fine. Everything's so fine. Not bad. 14.
14. You hear inside there talking. Well, and how are we gonna win them to our side? We could maybe offer them a sacrifice. Who the fuck are we gonna sacrifice? It's only us here. As they're explaining this, how would you like to proceed?
What is? I gotta stick to the plan. I knock on the door. Just
Who the fuck? And one of them gets up. Hello? The fuck? What do you want?
Hi. I just came from up the road. I think I got a little lost. I was here with some of my friends, but now they're gone.
This guy like
and-
shuts the door for a moment. 1 sec. They look back, and like if Alu'Cor's looking in the window, you can see he looks at the guys. This is great. Yeah, no, come on in. Come on in. Hey, please, come on in. Do you go inside?
Are you sure? I don't know if I want to be a bother.
No,
I mean,
it's fine. We can help out. Are you lost?
a little. Actually, there's something weird outside. Actually, I wanted to talk to you guys about. There's like, I don't know if you know about this, but there's, you know that like abandoned house over there? There's like a person like crouched. I didn't know if he was a part of your thing. I didn't come near him. He seemed dangerous.
Go ahead and give me a
He's just
deception
outside
check.
though.
Do you guys just all want to come with me outside? Because
Come out of the house.
outside.
Outside is like
outside.
the best place.
Yeah.
Come outside. We won't jump you. Please, just go outside.
No, seriously, she's telling the truth. Just come out here.
that's a 10.
10. Okay. Give me one moment.
Please,
yeah,
be not smart.
Yeah, guy. No, we'll look at that in a moment. He grabs you. Give me an athletics check.
Can I see him grab
Yes.
Penny?
Nick.
Oh. And we're just going for this, right? Alu'Cor and Navarra?
Yeah, we're going.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I'll say that as soon as he goes to grab her, if this creature manages to grab her, I'll fire an arrow at this creature.
I rolled a 16.
Yeah. If I can
Well,
hear
that's
the
you.
arrow
He
leave.
tries
With
to
a
grab
-1
you,
in strength.
and you pull back, and he's like, "All right, listen here, bitch." And as he moves towards Valandor,
a
if you
nice
want to make
word.
your attack, you can.
Sure.
As he steps forward, like, look, we needed a sacrifice, and this lady just walks right up. This is too perfect.
Yeah.
These guys for a moment think, oh, Tiamat set this up for us. This is great.
25.
25. That will hit. Roll damage.
So that is 1d8 plus 3. But would you say this is considered like in combat?
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah. So then it'll be 10 points of piercing damage. But then because of my Dread Ambusher, they take an additional d8. So that's another 2 points of piercing damage.
Okay. So that would be 12.
Yeah, 12 total.
Yeah.
And then I will.
You
I guess
fire,
I'll
and
say
this
that.
guy falls back instantly dead. Everybody roll initiative. While they're doing that, we will take a quick break. I want to get the dice roller fixed and just see. I'm going to refresh the dice roller, and I'll be right back. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just 10 minutes while we get that set up, and we'll be jumping back into combat. All right, sit tight. right, we are back. We are back, and we are sans one Leo, but that is all right. I'll be playing for them. While we were away, I got the dice roller fixed. Everybody, if you could tell me, what are your initiatives? If you do need to roll them again, that's okay. Because I also need to roll
total.
these guys. What's up?
Was that 17 total for Alu'Cor?
17, Alu'Cor. Got it. Anyone else?
I actually need to roll mine.
A 16.
14.
Okay,
9.
14 for Penny. 9 for Valandor. Okay, and let me go ahead and roll these cultists and Leo. That's going to be normal. Cultist got a 16. Hey. And Leo gets a... that's a... Wow, okay, that's a 19. Okay, very good, very good. So, top of the round will be Leo. And let me just go ahead and change our music here as we're entering into combat. Okay. Okay, there we go. So, top of the round, Leo will lean in here. Oh, what are they going to cast? Oh, no. Oh, no, right, because they can't use Firebolt. Oh, no. I'm going to say, for the top of the round, Leo goes, and you see her start conjuring Firebolt, and then she sees, like, the wicks of flame start to appear, and she just clamps it out, and then she, like, crouches behind the wall, loses her action. That will be then to Alu'Cor. You see this, and you see Leo, like, freeze up.
Alu's gonna run to the window, looking at the two individuals in the back, and he's just gonna smack them with a earth tremor on the area around them. So I need
Okay. They have to make dex saves?
13. Yeah, dex save.
Got it. That's a success from one and a failure from the other.
Sick. All right. So, that's an underwhelming amount of damage. 1 damage total.
That's the one who failed, right?
Right. And then the fellow who failed also is knocked prone.
Okay. Hey, prone is something. The other one just feels a shake and, like, braces on the door. That brings us to Navarra.
Let's see. Sorry. They're gonna take out Talon and go for a hit. Where? I can't see on the map.
There you go. There's a door in front of you if you want to kick it in.
Yeah. Pick it in, please.
Yeah,
Thank
you kick in this door, and you actually hear a guy behind the door as it, like, hits him in the face. And you see that there's a guy behind the door, and then there's another guy further inside.
Is kicking it in an action?
No, that's free. These are, like, real
Great.
flimsy doors because this town's ruined.
Got it. Goodness, that's a 10 to hit with Talon.
10 to hit. You swing. The guy uses the door as cover and, like, hides behind it as you miss.
With their, can I see anybody? No, I can't. There's another door. With their bonus, they're going to shift and just to the guy behind the door or the guy further away. As they shift, just intimidate the hell out of them with their fangs.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a intimidation check as you shift and you're like sort of like roar at them. This guy is hoping to ride a dragon one day. He is not intimidated by that. That brings us to their turn.
You know what? Wow.
The two of them will rush forward to you and swing their scimitars. That's going to be... that's a big miss, I'm guessing, with an 11, followed by... let's see, a 13 to hit. I believe that misses you as well, Navarra.
13, yes.
Okay. Out here, these three, one, let's see. What do they get here? Okay. This one will run out and attack Penny, not realizing where the arrow came from. And that will be 15 to hit Penny.
Ooh, yes.
That's going to be 6 slashing damage to you.
Okay.
This one gets up and will use its move. That's half its movements to stand up. Fine. They will rush out as well. They are going to make a grapple check on you, so they are no longer prone. That is going to be, so give me athletics or acrobatics, Penny.
Is anything. Okay, no, acrobatics, I have a +1 in. Let's do that. Please. 19.
19. They try grabbing you, and you just resist them, pulling off of them as they attempt to take you like as a hostage. The next one saw the tremor. They're going to bash out this window and try to club you, Alu, through the window. That's going to be attack. That's an 18 to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. And then for damage, that's going to be 5 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And that brings us to Penny.
Penny, as a bonus action, is going to use telekinetic propel on the guy that tried to grab her that's in the door.
Okay.
I need him to make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
And I need to
strength
roll a
saving
d6.
throw. That's going
Yes.
to be...
Please fail, please fail, please fail. Nothing
That
happens.
is a
12.
big
Yes!
fail. What happens?
Okay, so I roll a d6, and this number times 5 is how much feet of pushback I'm pulling him towards the door, like trying to yank him outside.
Oh, okay. Got it.
So
Nice.
that's not bad. Okay, so 4 times 5 is...
You throw this guy, he lands in these bushes, and he is knocked prone. Does he also take damage?
Yank him. I'm pretty sure I literally just yank him. Like it's just a push-pull thing,
Okay.
but I wanted you to go outside. I pull him out.
Yeah. Anything else you want to do in your turn?
The guy who tried to take me as hostage is still there, right?
Yes.
Shoot, and I can't really go anywhere without him being an issue. I'm gonna take one out of Leo's book. I think I can cast Mage Armor.
Okay.
Using the rest of it so that I can at least beef myself up.
Was
So,
the throw an action or bonus action?
the bonus action?
Oh, great. Yeah, you can
I can
use
just
mage
chuck
armor.
him.
Got it. So you're doing that.
Yeah,
That brings us to Valandor.
Touch myself. Oh god.
As soon as that body was like flung out of the building, I'll drop my arrow, run over with my short swords, and make those attacks.
Okay. You race
Hell
over.
yeah.
Go for it. You have advantage.
So, perfect.
Nice.
So first one, it's 1 dice, and then the other one for advantage. Ooh, nice. So 23 for the first one.
Okay. Give me one moment. 23 for the first one. Yeah, that hits. Absolutely.
So that is 4 piercing damage.
Got it.
And then 2 weapon fighting. I'll hit with my other short sword. So we'll go 1, and still at advantage. So 14 for the second one.
14. Yeah, that hits. Roll damage.
Okay, cool. Then this one is just 2.
Okay.
2 point.
You attack him twice. He's bleeding, but still alive. That brings us top of the round to Leo, whose spells I really should have looked at in between turns. Spells. One moment. Actually, while I'm trying to figure this out, Alu, what would you like to do?
I think Alu's seeing that Leo locked up casting fire is going to be like, okay, I'm not going to cast fire either. And instead is going to pull out his sabers and return strikes with the gentleman in the window.
Okay.
And
They will. Yeah, go ahead. You're attacking with your sabers. Got it. Go for it.
First swing is. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's a 7 for the first one.
Okay.
I'm gonna do bonus action, swing with the other saber. Damn, they suck. This is 11 to hit on that one.
That misses as well, I believe. Yep. Both miss.
Alu
You
will-
swing as they sort of back away from the window. You're not able to get like enough like swing with your blades to be able to connect.
I think Alu will then like move a little bit away from the window. That if they want to get at him again, they'll have to reposition. So like along the wall, probably like right behind Leo.
Yeah. I'm gonna say through the window they can't make an attack of opportunity, as they're also like using it to avoid your blades.
Gotcha.
So yeah, you back up. That brings us to Navarra. Oh, Leo will actually get here, see that Penny's in danger. She's going to use Mold Earth to sort of like lift up debris and stop this guy from maybe slashing Penny at all. So he's going to have disadvantage on his attacks. That's going to bring us to Navarra.
Let's see.
And you now have your claws out.
I do. I just realized the longsword isn't two-handed. Is that weird? No, right? It doesn't say two-handed. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I believe it can be either. You can use it as long-handed or one-handed or two-handed, I believe.
That's awesome to know, just because I have 2 weapon fighting. Anyway, Talon first to the one right in front. Let's see.
And I do see the points that you guys gave. I'm adding those now. So 9 misses.
With their bonus action, they're going to go for the throat.
Okay.
We're having some rough rolls today.
For combat, why is Navarra always just like,
They're trying to nerf you because they know once you pop off, it's over.
Yeah,
that's
you,
it.
you
That's it.
swing
Game
once
over.
with the sword, swing with the claws. These guys are like, they haven't been able to hit you either, so they're just like completely unprepared for this. They will go ahead and try to make their attacks now. That is going to be a big miss, and a big miss as well. They are both scared because as you're swinging and clawing at them and they're trying to attack back, they realize that the 2 of them against you is an even match. But again, it takes 2 of them to hold you off. And they're both sort of worried, like if one of them slips, they're probably done for. That brings us to, I believe, Penny. Oh, no, these guys have to attack. So this one's going to attack Penny. They do so at disadvantage. Thanks to Leo. That's a 14 to hit.
Fudge. Yeah, it hits.
That does hit then. Okay, damage. That's going to be just 2 damage to you. So not too bad, but honestly for you, catastrophic. This guy on the ground is going to spend half his movement to stand up, and then he will swing at Alu'Cor. For dear life, because he's on death's door. That's a 17 to hit you, Alu'Cor.
Valandor.
Valandor. Sorry.
No, you're good, man. You're good. Yeah, that definitely hits.
Okay, damage. That's going to be a whopping 3 damage.
All right.
And that brings us to Penny's turn.
Is my turn. Okay. I'm within grabbing distance of this man. I'm gonna cast. I'm so beat up. Oh, I'm gonna cast Dissident Whispers on him.
Nice.
I just grab him by the head. Same thing with the goblins that I used to do, but I'm putting a little bit more oomph into this one.
Okay.
I need him to make a Wisdom saving throw. Please fail.
That's a 9. So he fails.
I said it didn't happen. 3d6 psychic damage, and you need to immediately use.
Just
your
roll the
reaction
damage.
to move away from me.
I don't think he's gonna
Yeah.
be moving anywhere.
Really? I just wanted him out. He's got an 8. I mean, it's not bad. It's 8.
No, what I mean is you do this and you just see you grab his head and his eyes his eyes roll into the back of their head. They start bleeding. Blood comes out of their
God.
ears. They slump down very dead on the ground. Okay, Valandor, it's your turn. As you just hear this guy.
I didn't mean to do that. Okay.
You're doing great, yells Leo.
I will. I'll just engage still with the one in front of me. So I'll do 2 attacks with my short swords.
Go for it.
So first one, it's an 11,
That misses.
and then the second one, ooh, nice, 22.
That hits. Roll damage. Guys, I gotta just say, I'm worried about you. I want to let the chat know. I said in a lot of the tweets and stuff we made about this game, like the social posts, that they're going to be facing their toughest encounter yet. This is not that encounter. So I'm
great.
scared. 9.
Oh,
Yes,
God.
you do kill this guy.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Great. Dude.
Do you wanna move at all?
Have a great time.
Yeah. I will go. Do I see any more from inside of the home?
Where you are, actually, this one would have climbed out the window with half their movement, and then they would have attacked Alu. So that is going to be normal. 18 to hit you, Alu.
Rats. Yeah, that is.
Yeah, I don't know why. Some of you guys just keep getting hit. Meanwhile, Navarra is just batting these guys away. That's 6 bludgeoning damage to you.
Okie dokie.
So if you want to
Right,
move, you
I'd
can
like
move
to
here
touch
to
it.
get sights on that guy, Valandor.
Yeah, I guess if anything, I mean, I'll head that way. Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
That brings us top of the round to Leo. Leo will. They are going to cast Mold Earth again to make this rough terrain for this guy. I'm going to say, as she does that, I'm going to make them just do a dex save. See if she can knock them prone. All right. So we don't know what's causing that. Let me just check real quick. One moment, everybody. I need to find out what caused that. No idea what caused that. That's fine. Oh, wait, that might be it. Okay. Good. We got that. All right. Gonna refresh the map. And while I'm doing that, she will do that. This guy rolled a fail, so he's gonna be knocked prone in front of you, Alu'Cor. Alu'Cor, what would you like to do?
Stab him.
Go for it.
Alu'Cor's gonna take his sabers out. Smile after seeing him get knocked prone and just
Stab
start
him.
First
That's
swing.
his catchphrase before he attacks.
I choose stabbing.
Has this had advantage or it's just
Yes.
okay. So first roll for the one scimitar is the 16.
Yep.
And the second one is okay. So all right, for the first saber swing it's 16 to hit.
Yep,
And then
that
I'm
hits.
gonna use a bonus action to do the same thing. It's another 16 on the first roll.
16.
Yeah, so 16 to hit.
Okay. Yeah, that's 9. 16. Well, go ahead and roll damage. Yeah, both of those will hit.
Perfect. So damage from the first swing. So 4, and then damage from the second swing.
Okay.
4. Wow, look at that. 2 16s and 2 4. What are the odds, chat?
So
What is-
4 and 4. Okay, so 8 damage. They're not looking good, but they're still alive. That brings us over to Navarra. And I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to get the map working again. I'm going to just close Chrome and start over. I don't know why it's being
I'm going to add
finicky.
that to the counter because we're at 2 now.
We're at 2 what?
Dang it, Matt.
Oh, dang it. Yes, you're right. Yeah. We're gonna have to make a counter if this keeps happening. I apologize for that, guys. We're almost there. It's loading, I think. While it's doing
Also,
that, go ahead, Navarra. What would you like to do?
Is happening. Let's see. I would like to go again with my fangs first this time because they're right up next to me, I think, right?
Yes.
That's a 18 plus 5 for a 23.
That hits.
That's 6 damage.
Okay.
And then they're gonna go with their sword for a 24 to hit.
Okay, yeah, that hits. 6 damage to 1.
She's popping off.
This is what big dice doesn't want to happen.
It's 10.
Yeah.
10 damage.
You cut this guy for 6, and then his friend is like, "Oh no, he's going down." And as he thinks that, you just swing the sword and cut this guy's head off. So now the guy who's already bloody is just like, "Oh fuck!"
Okay.
I was supposed to come in today.
I'm just gonna at the sight of that, because again they were already intimidated earlier. I'm just gonna have him roll a con save. Okay, he does not have a heart attack. That brings us to their turn. They will swing at you. Let's see. That is a 17 to hit you.
No, that doesn't hit.
That doesn't.
Nice.
He's like, "Oh fuck." He's just sort of like
they're just
weeps
looking
a little
so
bit.
menacingly at them, like, "Oh, you
burst
better run."
into a room. Oh my god, you burst into a room and you murdered them. You murdered them.
This guy is going to attempt to run, so Alu, you can make a attack of opportunity.
Happily. That'd be a 22 to hit.
Yeah, you don't even have to roll damage. He's like, "Oh fuck!" as he goes to run, Tiamat, and then you just stab him in the back as he tries to yell out to his god, and he dies. Okay, that brings us to Penny. Everyone
Is there
around you is
anyone-
dead.
Wonderful. That's how it's. That's good.
I'm gonna.
Is there anyone? There's
Yeah, go ahead.
2 guys in there. One of them is dead though, because he got her head.
Yeah, Navarra, if you want to make another attack, just let's see if you kill this guy before anyone else gets here.
Yeah. That's an 18 to hit.
Oh yeah, roll damage.
That's 12 damage.
So Penny, you on your turn, and I'm sorry, I'm just taking the reins here a little bit so that way you don't have to waste time on an action. You like run up, open this door in time to see Navarra just impale this guy and drop him dead on the ground.
Okay, you don't need help.
With that,
No,
you
what?
guys are out of combat.
They just like clean the sword of blood off of
I'm
all
casting
the
healing
bodies.
hands. I'm so bad. Fix me, please.
You guys are out of combat, but the rest of the village remains. As you guys breathe for a bit and look over these guys, give me one moment. That should be okay.
Whoa, we got bits to Leo.
Hey, thank you for the bits to Leo. Really appreciate that. As you
Train
guys
is on level 6, y'all.
are out of combat, you guys search their bodies for loot, and I will let you know what that is. And as I'm doing that, Leo will say, "Should we find that treasure that what's her name told us about?" Leo would remember, but the DM doesn't. Also, Gracie would remember because they take amazing notes.
The Rashta.
Myrna.
No.
Myrna Drendar. Should we find that treasure they left for us?
Yes, yeah. Who was hurt right now? Like really? Like obviously Art.
Penny
I'm
looks
casting
pretty
healing
badly
hands
hurt.
on myself.
They,
I cast
yeah,
healing
if-
hands on myself.
Okay.
Go for it.
If
5. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Look, I'm better instantly on the screen.
Yeah,
Oh.
you go to mend Penny's wounds, and as you do, you just see them touching their arm, and their wounds start to like stitch themselves close. You actually, Navarra, when you see her do this, there's something like almost unnatural about it. Like you've seen healing magic before, and it doesn't look like healing magic. It looks like the sinews of her skin and muscle are like wrapping themselves around and like sort of making like a weave to close the wound.
See y'all better. There's like a little purple on it, but like that's really it. There's no indication it's still there anymore.
Navarra's face is just astounded. I have never seen something like this.
Oh, this is new. Like last 3 days new, but it's nice. I didn't used to be able to do this before. I had to get Leo to get bandages all the time. That's why I'm not allowed in the kitchen. But I mean, it's good now. Should we check the rest of the houses, or?
Yeah, let's get that treasure that Leo was talking about.
Yes, let's. I was like rummaging through the nearby bodies as well.
Okay. Yeah, give me one moment while I pull up the treasure for you guys. There we go. You find on these people, you find 5 gold and I'm gonna say another 11 gold. Just digging through their pockets. As you do that, is anyone else doing anything in this village?
I would have picked up my bow, and then in that similar fashion to what kind of Alu'Cor's doing, do any of these individuals seem like they're in some form of like leadership position, or do you all just look like low-level thugs kind of thing?
You do see one, it looks like they may have been in a leadership position. They had like a tattoo on one of their fingers of like a green dragon that then like stretches down to their arm. Based on what you're looking at, you think maybe that's a sign of leadership among them.
Okay. I'll take note of that in case I want to disguise self.
Got it. Yeah. Anyone else want to do anything?
Alu'Cor, did the lady... Are we good now, or...?
She hasn't reached out to me. There might still be more in the area, so while we look for this treasure, just be on your toes. And I think at the point, like the end of combat, this owl may have returned to him. He'll like nod again for it to like go up and start venturing out to
have it do another perception check at advantage for me.
Excellent. All right, first roll. First roll's a 23, 18 plus 5.
Oh,
The second
See
one.
everything.
you own this hill.
You
Second one's a
see
19.
over here where that like
Your
chemical
fucking
leak
hell.
was, there are 2 giant spiders that lay dead outside this building, and really large, grotesque vines growing out of the building as well. You also notice movement down here. Where is that exactly? You notice some movement here, a figure in a green cloak closing a door as they enter into this building. The green cloak stands out to you because that looks like the garbs of one of the druids.
I don't like that. There's 2 things I don't like about this these findings, especially that nastiness at the tower. Alu is gonna like recover himself. I imagine like when he looks through the eyes of his owl, he kind of like is very static, and like his eyes might go like all white, as you can like tell he's not looking through his own eyes, he's looking through the owl's. And he comes back, he blinks, his eyes return to normal. To the west, there's someone in a green cloak, and he'll look to Navarra, the druid's cloak.
They were here.
It seems so. We should make haste.
We should. There's just something I want to check before, as they're walking with Alu'Cor. George, what did the Banshee say about Thundertree?
Thundertree is
remember.
located somewhere in the Neverwinter Wood. The exact location, that's unknown because it's, again, massive forest. So it's located somewhere in the Neverwinter Wood. She sort of describes the castle to you. You know, if you relay that information to the druids, they might be able to help you find a castle.
Cool. It wasn't about the spell book, right? That was something else.
The spell book is for the sister of
Larry.
Yeah, Sister Ghelfi in Phandelver. That's something you guys will need to update her when you go back.
Got it. Cool. Yeah, they just have that thought. Go to Alu'Cor like with haste to find the druid, or what was remaining of the druid.
No, he's alive.
What?
She just went through one of the houses.
Oh yes, haste.
Okay. Do you guys race over there?
Mm-hmm.
As you do, moving through this abandoned house, you hear some movement coming out of this building right here.
Nice.
To be clear, that is not the building. This is the building you saw the cloaked figure.
Oh, gotcha. The building to the right, does that one have a roof?
This one?
The
The roof is sort of like falling apart.
Yeah. No, pardon me. This one right here, directly above like where Penny and Leo
Yeah,
are.
this one?
This one? Yeah.
That one does not have a roof, no.
Okay. And we all hear the noise coming from the
Yes.
home ahead. Sort of like look back, maybe like raise like a hand so everyone's aware, and we're on the same page. And then I'll just sort of like ready myself. I'll just draw an arrow and stay at a distance, facing the door.
Okay, you take cover in these trees, readying an arrow. Anyone else want to do anything? That's if you want to approach this place.
I think Aloe would try to carefully approach, kind of like lead the front, if Navarra's in the back.
Okay.
Yep.
And like approach the door.
Okay, you approach. You hear shuffling inside. Like some movement, but it sounds like clumsy and slow.
Is there a window anywhere?
Yeah. Give me one moment. Yeah, Penny, you give me a stealth check.
Ooh. Still. That's 5.
You
Cool.
peek in, and as you do, you see inside, and what you see exactly is you see this. Minus that dice. You see this, a shambling mound of flesh and tattered clothing and armor. As it turns, ash is just billowing out of it. This sort of black cloud of ash as it... And 3 of them start moving towards you. I'm sorry, 4 of them start moving towards you. I'm going to roll their initiative, and I'm going to hold on to your guys' initiatives that we had before. That's going to be a 13 for them. So, top of the round, as these things come shambling out of this house, you see them moving. Give me one moment. That's 13. Okay. Zombies. And music.
Roadie.
All right, squad, pop off.
Better rolls.
It's time. No. It's due. It's due. It's
These
due.
things.
And Penny, how what's your hit points at? Sorry, are you fully up?
I'm at 11. I've got like 3 HP of like I could use because my cap's 14.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Navarra will just hold on to you and give you lay on hands for 3. That's
This one
easy.
reaches through the window and tries to grab you, Penny. It's unable to, as another one comes rushing out the door and will just lunge towards Alu'Cor. That's going to be... that is a 21 to hit. Alu'Cor, I'm real sorry. I don't know why everything hits you.
Interception for the damage.
Okay, yeah. I can say that you were probably more close by than that. Sure, go for it. And the damage is going to be... Wait, do they do that much damage? Is that... No, that's not right. That's not right. Why did it do that? Damage?
That's healing. That's healing to Alu'Cor.
yeah,
Oh, that's the
Yeah, he just
interception
gives him
damage.
That's
Oh, thank God.
interception. Yeah.
Yeah,
he
got
gives
it.
him a kiss.
I saw the D10 roll, and I was like, if they do a D10 damage, these... Oh, my God, this is so bad. No, it only did 2 damage, so you just negate the damage entirely. And this one comes bounding out as well. It is going to attack... that's a big old 9, so that misses. And then one more comes scrambling out and will attack Alu'Cor. And that's going to be nat 1. It comes stumbling out, trips, and falls prone right here.
Yeah.
All right, that brings
We're
us
due.
top of the round to Leo. Leo sees all of this and just startled by zombies. She's actually going to cast Magic Missile.
Let's
So that is going to be... where is my Magic Missile? She's doing that. Alu'Cor, what are you doing? Alu'Cor?
You're muted.
I'm muted.
Whoops, my fault. I was muted. I would, if to Flavors if possible, he would tell Leo to turn around for a second as he'll cast Burning Hands at the zombies ahead.
I gotta do fire. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, like I gotta. They
Okay.
had lined up
God.
too nice.
She's gonna do...
Navarra just rolls her eyes.
That's gonna be 5
Gotta
to this
burn.
one, 5 to this one, and 3 to this one from Leo. And then you say that, and she's like, "Huh? Oh!" And like she does, she sort of just like winces as you do this. Go for it.
Awesome. I'll need a Dex saving throw from them.
Where?
Fail,
What are you
fail,
casting?
fail.
Oh, Burning Hands.
Burning Hands. Yeah, Burning Hands.
So are you just trying to hit these two?
Yeah, those two enemy.
Got it. Okay, yeah. Dex save, which they are not good at all. That's a big fail with a 0 and a 1. Yeah, roll damage.
Yeah, it'll be a 7 fire damage to those
Okay.
individuals.
You
And
set
bonus
them on
action.
fire. Leo, oh no. And I'm gonna have them make a wisdom save.
I'm sorry.
Like they were expecting firebolt. They see this, but they like take a step back and like try to breathe. That brings us to next up is Navarra.
So how many are undead in front of me?
There are 2 in front of you, and then 1 beside you that's prone.
They're gonna look to the one in front. That is not prone. Probably one. Oh, one of the 2, right?
This one's
And they're
this one's
going
bigger.
to. They're going to do their channel divinity.
Oh.
They look at that one,
Oh.
and somewhere and deep inside, they just, for some reason, they're like, "You are mine," and give me the wisdom saving throw.
Okay, yeah. That is an
God.
18. As you do that, this thing like sort of resists, and Navarra's like not Navarra. Penny. not Penny. Oh my God, I'm mixing up names. Leo says, "Please make that fire go away." And as she yells that her being like traumatized like rings through you, that's going to be her portent. So it actually rolled an 8.
Oh. So
It's yours.
yeah, it's mine. Yeah, great.
This like hate in you for yet another detour, yet another distraction, and the fact that you're going to have to meet druids today. And also just them being on fire and you remembering what Iarno did to Leo, and and it just turns, its eyes start to glow like this red. What would you like to do with the rest of your turn?
With their bonus, they're just going to go straight with their claws at the other. Let's go for the prone.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
You do have advantage.
Let's go.
That's 21 twice. Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
that both hit. Well, actually, just one hit, but yeah.
Yeah. 6.
Okay. The zombie, your zombie attacks the other zombie, and that's gonna be 9 damage to them. So they lift this zombie and like slam it against the doorpost, and it takes 9 damage. Not looking good. And the one on the ground took, you said 6. Got it. As you like slash it across the back, you just see the flesh tear off of it. Okay, that is Navarra's turn. That brings us to Penny.
Maybe I can just shoot the little one across the ground.
The one in the
I'll
window's
use-
still trying to grab you as well.
Oh, this one. Let's see if I can do the same trick as last time. I'll use telekinetic repel and try to like yank it out the window.
Okay. That's gonna be dex save, or what is it?
Strength.
Strength
instead.
save.
Ooh.
It's a little bit, might be better. Ooh.
16. You try to hurl
Yeah,
it out
not
the
gonna
window,
happen.
and it just sort of gets jammed in it. In fact, all you did was help it get closer to you, as
Oh,
it's
God.
now like reaching for you.
Okay. Shoot. I'll try to do my mind popping thing. I'll cast Mind Sliver at it,
Go for it.
just doing some damage. Now that I've got its head next to me.
Yeah. It's like reaching out as you like pulled it through the window, and like you heard like some bones crunch, like as the window was not like human sized, it was like a small window. It bones
Oof.
crunch, but it's still grabbing you. So you grab its head. It has to make a wisdom save.
Yes. No, it's an intelligence. Forgive me.
Oh, yeah. Well, they're gonna fail this. They're definitely gonna fail this. Yeah, that's a -2. So they take 4 damage. Got it.
Yeah, they can even
And,
fathom the idea.
Their next saving throw, they lose. Hold on a second. They're not gonna do well. They take 4 off their next one. So maybe if I try to do it again,
Okay.
I just bop them on the head for 4 points of damage. Just like, go away.
Oh, Valandor. By the way, I said you said you were holding a shot. So go ahead and make a shot before we get to your turn.
Okay. Longbow. 16.
16. That'll hit.
Cool. So then that is 5.
5. Got it.
5 piercing, but then because of fun stuff, that's my first attack in this combat. So then that's another 1 point
Okay.
of piercing.
You shot the one that was reaching towards Penny. That's not your turn. It's going to be the zombies' turns now.
Okay.
This big one will go ahead and attack the one next to it. Oh, actually, its turn is on Navarro's turn now, so it doesn't do that. The one that's attacking, that's pretty badly hurt, it will go ahead and... Whoop, it just dies, apparently. Yeah, it just dies, because I pressed the button. The one on the ground will stand up.
I pressed the button. It dies.
I pressed the button. It only had 1 HP, and I made a whoopsie, so that's a freebie. The one on the ground stands up and will attack Navarra. That's going to be
Bad play.
19 to hit.
Cool, that hits, but for my reaction, I'm going to do Hellish Rebuke.
Let's go.
Oh, Jesus. So it does 7 slashing damage to you, and it has to make a dex save. Go for it. What do you mean not go for it? That's me going for it. You rolled a nat 1 for a -1. And
So
oh my
it
god,
says on my chart,
it's definitely that app that's causing it. So we're going to get rid of that app, unfortunately, as we refresh this page here. How much fire damage?
I'm gonna say this. It says it could take 2d10 fire damage on a failed save.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Cool.
We said pop off.
You did. You guys did. You guys
No
did.
holds
Yep.
barred.
It's time. Pop off.
That's a 9.
9. You set this thing ablaze for 9 fire damage. Poor Leo's like, is everything? Oh,
I know.
as they watch
Don't
this
look,
person
don't
burst
look.
into flames.
No fire.
Head down.
Casey, you're gonna have to tell us more about what this moment was like for Leo, because I'm sure I'm not doing it justice, as this is their first time really feeling this phobia. They're not in great shape. The one in the window will make an attack at Penny.
I'll leave you alone.
Let's see. Normal. That's a 9 to hit, so that misses.
No.
As that happens, Valandor, it's your turn.
Just a no.
It happens so rarely.
I guess I'll just fire an arrow at the one that Navarra's not controlling, but the one it's right in front of her.
The one that's standing up. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. So let's go with this. Oh, nice. 24.
24. That hits. Roll damage.
That is 7 points of piercing.
That is exactly what you needed. As this thing is on fire, it staggers towards Navarra, trying to grab them, pull them into its own flames. You shoot it in the head and it lands next to Alu, dead. Alu, as we get to your and Leo's turn, you turn, getting ready to deal with this one in the window, when you see vines coming up from the stone floor. Vines come up and grab this thing and just start crushing it. And black dust fires out of it as you guys are then out of combat.
What the hell?
Yeah. One moment. We need something. Right music here. We'll go with.
Ooh. Was that one of you guys?
You
About the
see
vines?
on the other side of the house, as the door opens, you see standing there is a person wearing a green hood. Specifically, you see. They're on their way. One moment. There we go. You see this person standing there as they step forward, watching the vines kill this thing. You see in front of you is this woman. You recognize her to be Redoth. Redoth is one of the druids of the Circle of the Moon.
If they haven't
The
seen Navarra
Lunellan
yet,
Circle. Sorry.
yeah. If they haven't seen Navarra yet, Navarra would look at the one zombie that's there, command it to hide far away before they see them.
It starts shambling away. I'm going to go ahead and roll a stealth for it, which is at a -2. That's a 2.
Great.
So it just stands here among... It moves over here among the trees down here, and it just sort of
act
stands
normal.
there. So as long as she doesn't come outside of this building, she won't see it.
Mhm.
But if she does, she's
Navarra-
seeing it.
Do they recognize them as someone very important?
Yeah, they were one of the elders of the grove.
Navarra will go into the house and literally go down on one knee, just to bow.
Alu will sheathe his sabers, and just kind of like shyly just kind of bow his head, saying, "Elder, what are you doing here?"
It is a surprise to see you both. Especially you, Alu. You're not supposed to be here.
We had business in the area.
And what business is that? Have not you done enough to this place?
There are cultists in these woods, and I was given information to help cull them. I do not mean to encroach. He hasn't
say
looked
that.
up, and his head's still bowed.
You say that, and she gets a stern look on her face. What kind of cultist exactly?
He'll lift his head with like a kind of calm face. Tiamat.
That is to be expected.
What do you mean?
I'll explain later. You have come here simply seeking out cultists, and you, Navarra. So you come back to bring Alu here to pay for his crimes.
They'll get up, head bowed. This was on the way, Elder. We wish for information. They're fully hesitate, like stumbling through this. I believe they're. Yes, for information.
They reach and grab your face. Is it true? Reuben Glow
What?
told me that you left the circle, but I didn't believe it.
It's true.
A pity. What is the information you seek here?
We're looking for a castle.
A castle?
We were not able to locate it. Cragmaw?
The Cragmaw goblins. Yes, I know of their castle. I'm not sure I should tell you its location. You plan to root them out?
Yes. I don't wish to disturb the balance of the wood, but there seems to be something happening with the goblins and their work and who they're working with, and I feel like that is good enough cause.
To add, Alu would mention these cultists that we're seeking information about have been harming the village of Phandelver. We've been trying to root them out and protect the people there.
Given your standing with Lunellan Circle, I would like both of you to make persuasion checks at disadvantage. The DC is 15.
That's so fucked. I got a nat 20 on one.
I got a dirty 20. Okay, it's a 6.
God damn it.
I got a nat 1. This is so cruel.
Greatness was seen. Greatness was seen and it passed by.
Wait. Can I use one of my inspiration?
Yeah, if you want. From your bar? Oh, you actually
Yeah,
have inspiration because I gave it to you.
From the.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, I want to use that one.
Go for it.
Please.
Do you want to... It's too late now. Okay.
Yeah, it's too late. Yeah, it's two.
The problem is if you root out the goblins there, the goblins in the region will need to find a new place to concentrate. Right now, Cragmaw is keeping them away from the greater forest. But I could make an exception and tell you the location if you help me balance things here.
Alu will like nod his head and look to Navarra as well. And then also to the rest of the party is kind of like apologetic, like, yeah, we understand this is an uncomfortable situation right now. Like, this isn't great. But I think we would be agreeable to support you here. We have goals that align, I believe.
Good. You see, the town of Thundertree, well, a blight overcame it. Something destroyed this town from within. And then after the eruption of Mount Hotenau, well, it left nothing left afterwards. Now the forest tries to reclaim it, but something else has placed a claim on it, and she gestures to the large tower far away on the other side of the town. Watch closely. And you see as something comes rushing up onto the tower. It like sort of swoops down, landing on it. And you see there's a herd of small deer running from this thing. As it landing on the top of the tower blows, and you see there's this massive plume of green gas flowing out of it, as you see a massive green dragon blowing poison down onto this lower part of the town.
George.
You rat bastard. What?
George. George.
Oh no.
Help me root this creature out, and I will give you the information you want to know.
I think Alu is like trembling at the sight of what I assume would be his first dragon.
Oh, yes.
Oh, all of us.
And just kind of like looking up at it and just kind of like trembling a bit of just like, what the fuck?
Even Leo's like, a dragon? You want us to root out a dragon?
I don't.
Do you think us equipped for this?
We
Elder
just got
Rudolph.
good at killing. We just got good at killing goblins.
Is there anything that you can tell us to even fend it off? This is... I just want to know, how old is Alu'Cor?
Alu is several decades old.
Okay, it's not like hundreds. Got it. Cool.
Yeah, but it's like elf rules, so like he's young as far as
Yeah.
elf age goes.
Got it. Okay. There. If Alu'Cor hasn't seen this dragon, Navarra's like a little shake. I don't know how successful we will be, but if there's any information you can give us about this, they're just like crouching to see the like full.
I don't expect you necessarily to be successful, but you're asking me to upset the balance of the forest. A forest the two of you, through rash actions and negligence, have upset enough already. The way I see it, you either deal with the dragon, or it deals with you, and either way the forest will be safer for it.
Alu would be pretty indignant at that response, because he knows he's not crazy in what he saw, and Navarra has seen what he saw and why he burned the grove, whether or not they agree on it. It'll kind of look up with a scowl. Elder, if I may ask you a question. If you saw a rot grow and expand at a speed of which you've never seen before. How would you call it?
You claim this again, yet no one's found any sign of this rot.
Alu's gonna look at Navarra.
Navarra starts speaking up, but they look at you. They've only seen a memory of yours.
Alu will shake his head, like so disappointed, and look back to the elder. Then treat it as a hypothetical. Then,
If a rot as powerful as he says could exist, there could be reason, right? Hypothetically.
Yes, and hypothetically, should you rid this thing from this place, I will give you the information you want to know. And perhaps one day you will be proven correct, in which case we will welcome you back to the circle.
you doubt my experiences, and still you provide no answers. But fine. Fine, judge me. I will help you, Elder. As daunting as this task is. And he just has gritted teeth. He's so mad. But he can't really throw a tantrum right now. He's boiling.
So you would like for us to draw this dragon out? You would like for us to do your dirty work, and if Alu'Cor doesn't prove himself to you, then you'll either allow him to return to your grove or what? Continue to cast him out. He is showcasing strength here. He's showcasing loyalty to you. Does that not matter?
It does not.
Can we do an insight check on this woman?
Go for it.
Yeah. She's the dragon.
He's a
Valandor, if you
dragon.
want to roll insight as well, you can.
Ooh, fun.
I don't know who this lady is, but two people are bowing to her, and Navarra seems not great at this point. Yes, 21.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh,
Valandor, you
She has a fox. I don't trust her.
Valandor, you don't see, you think this woman doesn't acknowledge you. She doesn't even make eye contact with you when Navarra tells you it doesn't matter. She just lets that be the speaking for her. And as far as you can tell, this woman is a cold-hearted, merciless ruler over the druids. Penny,
Okay.
I would like everybody, until you see me raise my hands up like this, I would like everybody to deafen while I tell Penny what they gleamed.
Oh God!
You got a
Oh,
nat 20,
wow.
so
I know everything.
what? What are we
deafen,
doing?
please.
Take-
I need you
Oh,
to not
God.
hear until I raise my hands like this.
All right.
But, okay.
But. Okay, good? Okay,
You're deafened.
all right.
I
Penny.
know a little fox here. She's weird.
As you roll a nat 20 on insight, your mind momentarily connects with hers. And what you see is a long line of events of her learning about the forest, this grove that was precious that Alu burned to the ground to remove some sort of blight. But you also see her investigations and her finding some evidence of this blight that Alu spoke of. The blight that she has not yet acknowledged to anyone does exist. But as she sees this, knowing the dangers this could possess, what you hear now from her voice and you feel in her emotions is a test. If Alu and Navarra and their friends cannot deal with pushing a dragon away from this tower, there is no way they will survive dealing with this blight.
Okay.
And it
So she
seems
doesn't-
it doesn't matter whether you succeed or fail in this moment, in so much that she would like to help you, but she needs to know that you are all capable enough. And with that, I'm going to let them come back, okay?
Oh boy.
Okay.
I got you, George. I got you.
What horrors is Penny aware of?
Penny doesn't. Does she? Penny just makes eye contact with her, holds it for a minute. She's confused, and she's pretty tucked behind Valandor with Leo. Just kind of squints her eyes at her. Doesn't say anything. She's in the room. She doesn't want to talk. She's just gonna remain quiet and hold the info for later.
So the rest of you, it seems, tell me if I'm wrong, begrudgingly accept this offer.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Alu stubbornly, yeah.
Yeah.
Do be careful where you engage this creature. The woods here have responded to its presence and have become unnatural. If you go too much into the brush, you might draw something out that will complicate your battle.
This is the first bit of advice you've given me. Thank you, Elder.
She looks at you with this, dry contempt.
Ooh.
And then she shifts into the form of a fox, leaps up onto the roof, and watches the tower for what you guys will do next.
For point of clarification,
Yeah.
when Navarra, when you went over and kneeled and engaged and did the whole thing where this is out of table, where Carrie mentioned that you've seen the vision too. Was that unyielding loyalty to the druids that overcame you, or was there a perceived weakness?
Oh, just loyalty to their to the grove.
Okay, cool. Just that way I don't misinterpret it. But yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah. They just as they're even leaving their presence, they're just doing if they are protectors to a grove, assigned guards, kind of moving, kind of thing like that.
Sure.
They have this form and rigor, posture. And when she leaves and goes to the roof, she'll look to Alu'Cor, and her face is as if she is, for a second, like a kid again. She'll reach out, and try to say, "I'm sorry," but I'm guessing Carrie's face is mad.
No, I'm Carrie's fine. Alu, Alu
Yes,
would
out.
look at Navarra with the fury. The fury's not aimed at her. He understands the stature of the elder, and he understands her ways. But this anger is not for you. He's not happy with you, but his anger, or with Navarra rather, but his anger is more towards this elder whom effectively has hung him out to dry again.
Mhm.
Is she still
Yeah.
within earshot? I know you said she went up on the roof, but if we talk, can she?
I believe you don't you have do you have some means of speaking without using your voice?
I do, but I haven't used it yet.
Oh, my apologies.
No. This is better. All you hear in your heads, it's just, she's lying about the rot. It's a test. She doesn't want us to fail, though. Everyone, quiet.
Ooh.
Navarra would have and then just quieted down, but that shocks her to her core. Just
That shocks you in something else. When Penny does this, it feels like that moment that you guys all found that shard that Valandor had found in the cave, the one that allowed you to share memories. It feels like that as Penny connects all of you for a moment to share this information.
It feels like we're all tuning into something
Psychically, yes.
Oh, okay.
You're like, you feel like for a moment her presence in your mind deliver this information.
Penny just goes, shh, and points at the roof.
Valandor makes it a note though to like acknowledge Penny, but then in the sort of like look back towards the roof, there is like a wait, what was that? You know, like the sort of like trying to process that same energy.
I think Alu would. I think probably after the conversation with the elder, wouldn't have been looking at the party. I mean, would have took a moment to look at Navarra, but after that would have looked towards the tower if they can see it from that like building that they're in, and would just be staring at it. Kind of mask that initial trembling from the dragon with like a stubbornness, an eagerness to prove, a focus, and a fury. Yeah.
You find yourselves here, and looking up ahead, you see the path splits, and one path leads up to this tower, which you see that thick green miasma oozing out of it from the dragon's breath. Its presence just sort of leaking from this tower. Penny, who has been shaken up quite a bit today from seeing people burned alive, mostly zombies, says, I'm sorry, are we really doing this? Are we fighting a dragon? Seriously?
Leo, I don't think this is so much about the dragon itself. I think this is something else. This is something deeper. I'll look over to Penny, I kind of acknowledge her, and I think right now, for what it's worth, at least for me, I'd like to stick by Alu'Cor and provide some clarification to this rot.
She holds your hand, Penny. You have your mage armor on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She'll put
And I can
mage
cast
armor
it
on
now
as
too.
well.
Sort of just mage armored up.
Yeah.
I kind of
With
hold her
that-
hand, be like,
How do you guys want to proceed?
At least if Navarra will just dragon first.
Dragon first. And it's like kind of like a wide-eyed realization of the sentence that just came out of his mouth.
Yep.
And then so are we meant to draw it out, provide her some time? What is the long-term goal that we are hoping to achieve here?
Restore the balance, so either get it out of here or and they say this with literally like a drop in their throat, like somehow kill it.
Leo, and I'll ask Leo this, and maybe Gracie can tell us. Do you know of any relation in regards to communication between these cultists and this dragon? Do you think it's possible?
I think Penny mentioned earlier about a sacrifice. Maybe the cultists were here to beseech this thing? To earn its trust? Dragon cultists usually... They serve dragons, but just as often they recruit them. But the dragons, they're serving cultists voluntarily. They don't obey commands, if that's what you're thinking.
No, not so much commands, but at least be able to kickstart a conversation. But I agree.
We could
perhaps to
converse with it, she says, worried look on her face.
Okay, I am open to any ideas, or if we want to huddle and come up with a plan, that would be good as well. Or if we just want to engage as quickly as we can, that's a possibility. But also, sorry, George, the green, like, sort of like on the map at least, The dragon is above this room that you're showing us right now, or at least on the roof of this tower you're showing us right now.
You see actually that there's like a hole in this roof. After killing the deer and snatching up their bodies, it flew inside, and it's like probably eating or nesting in there. It's No, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, and the surrounding area, this sort of like green hue that we see on the map, is that like smoke? Is that like you know what I mean? It's like some poisonous gas.
So it has poison gas that it can breathe. You saw that. Let me just double check and make sure. I don't believe the area is dangerous, but let me just make sure. No, that's sort of like the remnants of its effects in the area, and it's sort of the effects of this dragon changing the natural environment. You think, Alu, these, from your knowledge of a druid, these vines and things are part of that process. Dragons, where they make home, slowly start to change and mutate to adapt to a dragon's presence. So the green miasma that you see around, that's not going to be harmful to you, not directly.
Got it.
I think Alu will cast Healing Word on himself real quick. We can scope things out. We can barge in. I've never fought a dragon before. I can't say I have much wisdom to give, and he'll look in the direction of the fox on the roof. I don't know how to prepare us for this.
Could Navarra do is it nature or something to study this, anything that they know about a dragon?
You can make nature or arcana.
It's a 16.
What is it you're hoping to learn? Or do you have an idea of what, like, are you trying to learn weaknesses? Or are you trying to learn strengths?
Let's do weaknesses, yeah.
Weaknesses. None. Anyway, no, I'm just joking. Let me obviously, poison not gonna work on this thing. You know that they are capable of breathing underwater. As far as weaknesses, possibly their arrogance, they're not generally afraid of humans, so that's a good thing in that you might be able to bait it into something, but also bad in that it's probably going to take a lot to make this thing fly away.
Great.
How big was it when we saw it on the roof? Like,
I will say it is considered a
house?
large creature.
Hell yeah.
It is like it could eat you. It could eat salt, sugar and spice. I almost said salt and pepper. It could eat sugar and spice if they were around. You have safely parked them off this battle map, however.
I was about to.
Honestly, when I asked you guys how you approach the cabin, had you said we just ride up on the wagon, they were going to be on this battle map, and that would have been fair pickings. But you didn't do that. No. Sugar and spice are fine.
Maybe I get the better question. Even though it's a large creature, the better question is how old is it?
It is a young dragon.
And I don't know that.
I will happily let you guys know it is a young dragon, which is still
bad.
Yeah.
Nah.
Not an adult.
Nah.
Those are worse.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted to give it a sacrifice. We could give it a fake one.
What do you have in mind?
Penny has a cantrip for minor illusion. She has a better spell for this, but she just kind of like fakes like a little like stick person walking around, like trying to plan this out on like the dirt floor of this house. She's like, if I can make, we know what the cultists look like. I could just make pretend people, and it has the two like kind of walk into the middle of like whatever town square thing it is here, and then we could surprise it.
How would you make
And
pretend
maybe
people, mechanically speaking?
I've got a better spell that's silent image.
Okay, yeah, no.
It's a better
certainly.
version of
I was just making
minor
sure it wasn't
illusion.
minor
is
illusion.
the-
Got it.
No, minor illusion.
Just like a
is
low
how
frame
I
rate person.
demonstrated, no.
Pixelated getting up to the.
It's like a
to the
Minecraft
tower.
guy that you have walk out. Yeah, that would be bad.
That'd be so good.
Minor illusion's how I'm
Yeah.
demonstrating how I could do it.
Got it.
But like as like this is the town and these are the people, and I can make
That-
it look like they have a treat. What do
That
dragons
could
like?
work. Maybe.
I could I can disguise myself as one of the dragon cultists, the one with the tattoo, and I can walk beside your illusion and present it to the dragon. It would
little
put me
believable.
at a very close range, but I should be able to perhaps part ways, and then yes, to your point, Penny, we could then all surprise it.
If we have any, we could like poison it. I don't know how to.
I don't think it's gonna respond to poison.
And also,
Uh.
if we just want to walk through this entire thing, once it realizes that it is not really there, perhaps, I don't know, from stories I've read, dragons tend to be a little reactionary and might take a bite of this creature before us. And then it'll know that it is not there, and then in turn come towards us. And if we wish to engage with something like that this early in the day, I would be open to examining my life decisions, but not right now.
I suppose that's the first thing we need to figure out. Do we want to kill it or do we want it to go away?
Penny, you said the elder didn't want
I
us to
guess-
fail.
I look back at the roof.
It's a test. She wants to see if we can kill it. But I mean,
Kill,
she
drive it off,
seems
same thing.
mean. She seems mean. I mean, it's good to do what she wants, but she doesn't want us to die. This is more of a test. She's got something bigger that she thinks that if we can't deal with this, we definitely can't deal with that.
And perhaps Alu'Cor, her approach to this, at least to you, might be how you engage with this creature of the world, of this forest, presenting a threat. Maybe she wants to tie it back to something, or perhaps she just wants to know.
I think Alu will, still having that like furrowed brow, is just like looking at the ground of like what could the lesson be here. I take a deep breath.
Okay.
Go ahead, Maz.
Can I see that?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Navarra will try to like meet your gaze. You know the druids. Balance. The test is just to see if we're able to confront it. The choice to even step forward and restore it.
I've been giving tests and they don't even believe me on what I did handle. It's fucking nonsense. But if it's a test it is, then a test it shall be. I think Alu will just approach the door, not opening it, but
You're
kind of
approaching
just
the
like-
tower of this thing?
we're already outside, right?
If you want to be.
We've been plotting.
Bro, he asked, are you at the tower?
Yeah.
Well,
Are
he
you at the
said
tower?
approaching the
Shake
door.
dice menacingly.
Yeah,
And I'm like-
no, for sure.
We're will we be as a party? Are we walking towards the tower? Or are we like away
Well,
from earshot? From
I will
the
assume you
house
guys walk
towards
towards the tower. I'm gonna put you here.
Yeah.
You are
Something is in the
right
brush. so
here,
there's-
and I'm just putting you up on map. Right here, I'm gonna say you guys haven't been noticed or anything like that. You are approaching. I'll say you're actually just behind this rock. So you're sort of making a plan. If you would like to approach, you can. Whatever you would like to do. I will say, as some reassurance, Penny does have their ult. So hey, that might keep someone alive or do a lot of damage. Just throwing that out there. But yeah, up to you guys. You see, and I'm just going to describe real quick the tower for you as well. So at the top of the hill stands a round tower with a cottage attached. Both are in relatively good condition, although half the tower's roof is gone. A door leads into the cottage, and several arrow slits are visible in the tower. You'll notice an eerie quiet in this area and like this acrid smell in the air. And you also see the bodies of the giant spiders outside. It looks like they were poisoned and then eaten.
Oh boy.
Should I go knock on the door again? Is that the plan?
No, Penny.
No.
No.
Okay,
man.
good.
I'm not
I
gonna
didn't
do that.
know.
No, you're not going up there.
If anyone knocks on the door, I'll do it. But that's only if that's how we want to approach this.
And then once we're inside, and this dragon is feasting on this creature, what then? Are we all on the same page of engaging for harm, or are we meaning to overwhelm it in the hopes of it running away?
I think if we're trying to chase it off, yeah. I mean, dragons, unless we have some real good incentive, they're not going to leave unless they feel threatened.
What scares a dragon?
Fear you would say
With
that.
with how much green there is, could Navarra like fairly like assume that they kind of like this place?
The dragon?
Yeah.
Yeah, green dragons, and I'll say, Leo can spell this out for you guys. Green dragons do naturally live in forests. So this tower being a defensive spot, this is great. This thing's probably going to, and that's probably why there's like the vines and the green miasma all over the place. This thing is probably intending to roost here. So it'll wait for another dragon to come along, lay eggs, spread further, get older.
George, you said the vines were a response to the dragon's essence, kind of.
Yes. Dragons are magical creatures, so they warp the land around it.
I
Druids
think-
would be familiar with this.
I think there's a moment where Alu thinks I should just set it afire. Like I should just set it ablaze.
Oh my.
I love this
Just going right
We've
back
been
to
on
it.
meeting
I
me.
could just burn this whole thing down.
Number one solution is fire.
Burn.
The first option, fire.
Elmo me.
Is this fire?
I do still have a lot of. To be
Is
fair,
this flammable?
to be fair to this pitch, I still have like, I think 10 gallons of. I have it written down. I have a lot of oil because that was my initial like, I'm gonna burn down the bar. Then we realized the guy was nice,
Right.
but I've got a lot of flammable material.
Oh
I'd rather
no.
not use fire.
Leo, please.
but
And they're just and they're just like
That might be. I don't know. I know I said it as the test. How we react to this is probably gonna be unlike the report card of this interaction. I don't know if fire
what if we
is what
knock
they
the
want.
tower down?
It's an option. Do we
That's
have anything
better.
big enough that we can?
I don't know.
we
I
have
can,
the oil. We
I
can make
can
an
use
explosion.
stone shape on the walls, maybe, or mold earth.
Yeah, I could
That's
support
good.
both
That's
of this.
good.
No, that won't work. Shoot.
Can we look at the tower to see if it like is it stable? How's it
Weak
the
spots.
structural integrity
Yeah.
of the building?
The roof is half caved in, so if something were to disrupt the bottom, there could be like a bigger cave in, but it's going to take a lot of damage to do. And the question is, how do you keep the dragon in there while you do all that damage?
Right.
Right. Well, I mean, so if we knock down the tower, this is just Jose. If we knock down the tower, then it'll hopefully get some ouchies from that. And perhaps, make it some difficult terrain of sorts, something like that. This is not necessarily too much metagaming, but getting in there. And then if we just go in from the door as soon as the tower falls, I'm kind of open to the idea of lighting this thing up. You know what I mean? From the outside. And then us attacking it from within. So then now the structure is on fire. It has to get away. It's getting overwhelmed by us. So, I mean, we could have a pretty solid, good first go. But, it is just a first go,
Navarro's just, as soon as Leo says something about the tower, they're like, that's the plan. That's perfect.
Okay. All right, Leo. Well, I guess we'll follow your lead here and bring this tower down.
Right. Yes. How to do that? She's thinking about it. Up to you guys. I can check her spells as well.
She can do stone shape?
She can do mold earth to weaken the
Mold
walls. And I'm basing that. And she also has thunder wave. Oh, she has shatter. She can do shatter.
Oh, there you go.
Perfect.
Boom.
I can do shatter once, but it'll know I've done that right away.
Right.
I can
But
do
I
it
think
twice, but once that's done, I mean, those are both my second level spell slots.
If you, regardless, I think once you begin that approach, the dragon will essentially start to react. So I think it's more of you engage with the tower, and as it begins to fall down, I think that is when the rest of us perhaps make our way in and begin our assault.
Yeah, perhaps a small distraction. I could, and he'll look at his owl, send it in, this little one. He can just
You're
sort
gonna
of
kill the owl?
Oh, I can bring him back after a long rest.
Oh, it's a familiar.
Owls.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
This is what I'll pet that regard.
He wants to burn everything, kill his
Leo's
owl.
ready to cast shatter.
Yeah.
What would you guys like to do?
Oof. We can't see the dragon at all. The dragon is within.
It's inside, yes.
All
I
right.
would, to that event, would it have the owl fly up and then into the tower from the top?
Got it.
But,
Before they start, Navarra will just say a silent little prayer and bless the three of you.
Aw.
No,
Okay.
At least if we can see what's inside this thing.
Yeah. The owl flies up, and inside, how do I give you all vision?
Just drop
Oh, there
Alu
we go.
in there.
Yep. I just had to respawn the owl.
Drag him in, drop him off.
You see inside, and actually, let me make the. You see inside the dragon resting. Behind it,
Right.
treasure and gold and items galore as it's gnawing on the body of a deer that it's recently killed.
Right.
I think you'll see Alu as his eyes are like straight white. I have eyes on the dragon. It's just resting amongst a plethora of treasure.
Go for it.
Yeah. Make our way towards that main entry door.
Okay, so you're going towards the main door? What about you,
Yeah, I
Alu?
mean,
Following with Valandor, and I think like to flavor it a little bit as they approach, Alu and Valandor haven't spoken directly a lot. I think Valandor has been very accommodating to Alu's emotional state. I think
I
Alu,
got you, dude.
You're in it, bro. It's
Alu
okay.
would have like acknowledged that in this, even among now, just kind of like a nudge on the shoulder, like a nod of like, I appreciate you being here because you really don't have to do this.
I look over to him and I go, at the end of the day, we all have to be responsible for our actions and what the future holds for us.
Indeed,
I stand with you.
I appreciate that. A nod and put his hands on his sabers, but not drawing them yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Navarra and Penny.
I'm gonna go towards the.
They did the bless. Yeah. They're just like, okay.
That's right. That's it. That's all.
That's fine.
Everyone's blessed. We're good. We're good.
Good, we're good. All right. We're going for a dragon. This is normal. This is
So
every day.
you're gearing up outside the door as well?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'll say that you're probably heading in first. What about you, Penny?
I am going to. Leo's right there with me. Leo's heading towards. She can do the shatter from where she's standing, right?
Yes.
Penny's gonna stay with Leo. Just kind of hang out, 2 mage armored up, find some cover potentially, but that's really it.
Okay.
Just a
Um,
position.
You both have mage armor on. Leo looks at you. If this thing starts fighting us, make sure you spread out, okay? Don't be too close to me.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
And with that, how are you guys proceeding? Are you busting in first, or are you waiting for shatter?
Better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give me one moment. We have. Okay.
It was great playing with you guys. It was super sweet.
This
So-
is really fun. Yeah.
much fun.
Super good.
Yeah, we've had like
Well,
6 sessions.
play
This is
again.
great.
Yeah, yeah.
Had a good
My
round.
new character is going to be a Tritoned Warforged or some.
Oh, amazing. Amazing.
Yeah, it's gonna be-
I
it's
think
gonna
I'm
be
going to
a
go
fish
full wizard
thing.
this time.
Triton
Yeah.
Warforged is honestly triggering to me. I just want that to be known.
No, it's great because as soon as they go in the water, they electrocute like half of themselves.
Wow.
I'll come back as the green dragon.
You know what? That's actually nice.
So
Can't
bad.
hurt us if it's one of us.
Exactly.
Okay, give me one moment. Okay.
We all come back, but it's just as the villains.
I
I'm
am
going to
Black.
say that the roof has a damage threshold of 15. And no, I'm going to say a damage threshold of 20. Let me just double check that real quick. See if that is acceptable. Okay, got it. I'm going to say 15. It has a damage threshold of 15, and it has a number of hit points I cannot tell you. Got it. I'm writing that down. Okay. All right. You guys creep up. I would like stealth checks from Navarra, Alu'Cor, and Valandor.
All right.
This is blessed, right? Is that blessed work with this?
Oh, with bless?
No, it's in attack rolls and saving throws. No, okay. Ah,
It's a 15 for me.
11.
oh my god.
15.
What? You know, I know she's muscly, but still, why these muscles gotta make noise?
Well, they
You
gotta
are-
rattle so much.
You are wearing
We gotta
like
move this.
metal armor. What was your
Why
what
my
was your
tendon's
stealth,
gonna
Navarra?
rattle?
7.
7? You guys creep forward. Give me one moment. I just need to also write down the AC of this roof. Okay. Got it. You guys creep forward, and as you do, you hear inside. You have stirred it as you're like, oh, fuck. And it's again not scared of all of you. So it sits inside sort of like looking and waiting to see what is going to come of these fools coming towards its lair. Right now, in its head, it's contemplating how it's going to leap out and rip you to shreds and how fun that's going to be. And as it's contemplating that, outside, Leo is going to go ahead and cast Shatter. That is a saving throw from the roof. It's at disadvantage. The roof has... it's just a flat roll. Let me just
need that
check.
character sheet.
Leo's, it's a con save of 13. So that's going to be, let's see, disadvantage for the roof. No bonuses to this. And that is a nat 1. A nat 1 and a 2. So she casts Shatter. It absolutely works. And it was at disadvantage, so that's a nat 1. So I'm going to say it does the damage. That's going to be 1, 2, 3. I'm going to add an extra 1 just because it rolled a nat 1. So that's 4d8 damage that it's going to be doing. I'm about to roll that. The roof has, let me just double check the math here. The roof has 27 hit points, unfortunately. It takes 18 damage as boom, there's this thunderous sound and debris starts to fall from the roof as shingles start collapsing off it. One beam lands near the dragon. It reacts angrily as it sees this, unaware that there was a spellcaster ready to do something like this. I'm going to need everybody to roll initiative.
Ooh. Right.
Hey, that's pretty good. Unnatural 20.
What you get, Alu?
Unnatural 20.
What's the bonus to that?
So 18 plus 2.
18 plus 2. Oh, okay. Joe, I'm sorry. You said unnatural 20. Anyone else?
I got an 18.
21.
18 for Penny. 21 for Navarra.
10.
Okay. 10 for Valandor. Okay, and then Leo, what you got? That's gonna be initiative. That is a 17 for Leo, and then comes our dragon, who has a +1 in initiative. This is going to be the most important thing, is if the dragon rolls real high, that could be very dangerous for all of you. So let's see. That is dragon dex. That is a 10. So as she casts this, boom, the dragon reacts furious. It who dares? It yells out in Draconic. I would like, top of the round is Navarra. What would you like to do?
You know, this is great. Navarra knows what to do. I don't.
Yeah!
We're still outside. One more time, where's the dragon?
Dragon is inside under this roof.
Got it. And they're not stunned or anything, right? They're fully
They're fully awake. Here's what you know.
Got it, cool. Yeah.
Leo did shatter on the roof. It did not cave the roof in. She has one more shatter to hit it with. But
great.
That dragon, if it has the time to fly out of there, that could be real bad.
Cool. And where's Snuggles the zombie?
Snuggles? Oh, Snuggles zombie. Oh, right. Yeah. One moment. I forgot you had a zombie friend who was standing over here this whole time. Okay, one moment.
In the corner.
Snuggles, it's time.
Snuggles, get ready, buddy.
So I take it you're sending Snuggles in first.
Go.
Yeah.
All right, you send Snuggles in as it staggers inside.
All right, Snuggles, you got this.
Let me turn off this roof. One moment.
My life is devoted to Navarra.
Exactly. You know what's right. That's what I like to hear.
That's right. Get that in there.
One moment. I just need to fix one thing. Okay. Where is... Okay, I gotta... Oh, here we go. 1 second. There we go. Put those back. There we go. All right. Now we can see inside. Snuggles rushes inside, runs full force ahead, knocking open these doors, and will attack the dragon. I'm assuming that's what you wanted to do, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, Snuggles rolls the hit. That's gonna be...
A nat 20.
That is a 24 to hit. Snuggles does
Let's
hit.
go.
Snuggles?
Yeah,
Snuggles
Snuggles
survives.
hits,
Navarra is just a creature, but to us,
doing a whopping 4 damage. As so, this dragon is like, oh fuck, as it looks up, and Snuggles comes in and then punches it in the face. Okay, Navarra, what would you like to do?
Oh my god. They're gonna go in, I guess.
I will say this, Navarra. Going in and holding this dragon inside is the best thing to do. However,
Yep, I know, totally know.
there is a non-zero chance that when the tower caves, it could take the roof of this building as well.
Got it. But the roof of the tower is separate from the room that they're in here, right?
That's
Or
what I'm
is it
saying,
opposite?
is if the tower goes, it could take the roof of the building you're about to enter. Do you want to take that
They'll
risk?
go in for this one action. Yeah,
Okay.
they're gonna go in for that one. They won't let anybody else follow through. They
Okay.
want to be still in the way of the door so that they can get out.
Okay.
And they're going to.
What's up?
I'm figuring that out. One
Oh.
second. They're gonna take their javelin and throw them.
Okay.
Throw it. Yeah.
Go for it.
That's great.
That's a 10. You throw it, and it just lands on the ground next to Snuggles. And you're like, shit. As the dragon
it.
does
Okay.
dart its eyes at you.
What's up? Navarra's just like. Can they use the rest of their movement to get back to the?
Yeah. Yeah, you step out and like get here. That brings us to next in initiative is Alu.
Alu'Cor is going to go to the he's gonna move to the previous spot that Navarra was at, inside that building, and then he's going to try a second level earth tremor on the dragon.
Got it.
So it'll be a 13 deck save that I'll need.
13 deck save. Got it. That is a 14.
Oh, important. No.
No portents, unfortunately. He has one left, but it won't help with that.
Oh man. Does he take half damage? Is that what that is? No, I don't think it takes any damage on a save.
Oh dear. That's not great.
I think, yeah.
It's Earth
yeah.
Tremor, you said?
Yeah, Earth Tremor.
I'll just make sure. Earth Tremor. Yeah, no. It doesn't take anything. Okay.
He's gonna be very indignant, and it's like, fuck this, and he's going to run at the dragon.
Oh!
Are you sure you
Oh,
want to do
man.
that?
No.
Mark's came back.
1 second. What?
Carrie's gonna kill himself in this game.
Yeah, no, I don't have anything for a bonus action. I think Alu will also retreat outside with Navarra.
Okay.
But his
You-
familiar would move on his turn. So would the owl still be in? Maybe
Yes,
like
the
on
owl's in the
second
room.
floor of the house? Could the owl fly down and like peck at the dragon?
Sure. Make the owl roll an attack.
Hell yeah.
I know normally you're familiar. I don't think can make attacks like this, because I think that's a warlock thing. But you know what? I'm generous. Go for it.
Hell yeah.
You haven't landed a hit on the dragon. Why not?
A 16 from a little homie?
16 does not hit.
Damn.
They're just hitting scales.
That's so funny.
There's a moment when Alu, you stand here, and when you said to me, you charge forward. There's a moment when there's like a really cool moment when you said that Alu, standing in the doorway, looks out, across the rooftop, sees that fox watching you, and you just have this thought of like, just watch me. And as you look forward, you see the dragon again. And you walk outside instead. You take cover here. That brings us to Penny.
So the shadow didn't work. It's important we do this. God, I don't have a ton of things that are gonna help with this. Throwback. I'm gonna take out one of those stale pieces of bread and telekinetic fling it at the fucking roof.
Okay.
Which does like some damage, but not as much as shatter. So hopefully it just stays.
Are you using catapult?
It's called telekinetic fling.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
one of the things that I picked up.
Yeah.
But I just need any kind of ammunition. So I go into my purse that's so goddamn deep. I get my entire elbow in, pull out that one like hunk of bread that I pocketed like sessions back.
You pocketed that bread, if I remember, in the practice session before this campaign began. So you've been holding it since the pre-game. Go for it.
I have free bread.
I did tell you that it would be rock hard by the time we remembered to use it. So
it is. It's perfect. I get a D10 of damage. I'm going to use it. Where are
that's
you at?
unfortunate. So go ahead, roll the hit, I guess, or is it a save?
Nah, I just chuck it at it. It's a 4.
It's a 4. It hits the roof and just bounces off. It does nothing. No damage.
No, it's instantaneous. I just do 4 damage.
No, the roof has a damage threshold of 15.
No,
Unless you do 15 or more, it does nothing.
There's
So you, like with a potato cannon, just thunk, like using your psionics to throw this thing. It hits the roof and falls off. You're like, oh shit. That's your action, correct? Or is that a bonus action?
It's a cantrip bonus action. I just chuck it. Oh, okay, shit. God damn it. Everyone's out. It's still in. I'm gonna use my ult, and I'm gonna cast Phantasmal Force.
Are you sure you want to do that with your ult? I'm just
We gotta get the roof down, don't we?
Phantasmal Force. Phantasmal Force does...
This is like one of my second level spells. This is big if I do
Phantasmal Force does psychic
can't
damage.
wait.
It is not going to do anything to the roof.
Damn it.
I will say that if you want to... just double checking. If you want to try to do that to the dragon, you certainly can.
I need line of sight. I can't.
Okay.
I'm gonna run clear around the tower, just get breath of it, go to the right side, see if there's any spots where I can see the dragon like anywhere in the cracks, so I can get line of sight.
Yeah, you look around. So I'll say you get here and you do not see the dragon. You don't see an opening. Do you want to run back as a dash?
I'll stay here just positioning wise.
Okay.
Beyond that, I can't.
I'll say you'll hold an action to cast a spell if the dragon comes out of the tower.
Yes.
Okay, that brings us next up in an initiative is Leo. Leo's going to go ahead and cast her second shatter. Gracie, I really hope this is how you would want to use your 2 second level spells. I would feel really bad if not. So the roof has to make a saving throw at disadvantage.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Oh no. The roof
Did you just
saves.
crit?
It made a nat 20 and a 17. So the roof made its saving throw on the second shatter. That is really bad. Oh god. That is gonna be just double second. It still takes half damage. It takes half damage, but I don't think it's gonna be enough damage to get past the. Yeah, no. She casts it, zoom, and the tower just shakes a bit, and nothing happens. And Leo has like, oh no, like absolute fear and panic on their face. That brings us to Valandor. What's your dex?
My dex?
Yeah.
17.
You can go first before the dragon, but you have the same initiative as them.
All right. Okay.
No pressure.
I think I'm going to. So, start of my turn, Dread Ambusher, my speed goes up by 10, so I'm at 40. So I'm gonna run inside. I am going to bonus action Hunter's Mark at the dragon.
I see someone's asking me about, real quick, I'm sorry to interrupt you. I'm just going to double check Shatter.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, because of the structures and stuff.
Yeah, no, it does not. It does not auto fail. A creature made of inorganic material such as stone, crystal. Oh, that's a creature.
Creature, yeah.
Does it say anything about? Oh my God. It doesn't say anything about. Doesn't say anything about that. And not only that, but even if the tower didn't have to make the save, by her only rolling a 14 on the damage, that wouldn't be enough to do past its damage threshold. So, all right, just wanted to rule that out. Make sure. I'm sorry, Valandor, what were you doing? You said you wanted to run in?
So I run in, bonus action Hunter's Mark.
Got it.
And then I am going to sling an arrow at it. And let's just begin there. So, oop. Oh man, nope, it's a 15.
15 misses. Your arrow flies true, but as it gets to the dragon, it hits the scales on its head and just chink falls off.
And I didn't do this in my last one, but I mistakenly forgot. But if I make an attack on my first action, I get an additional one because of Dread Ambusher.
Okay, go for it.
I'll do the same thing, and then this one is the one that deals that extra D8.
Got it.
All right, here we go. Nope, it's a natural 1.
Oh,
so God. I will use the rest of my movement to leave the building. Or actually, hold up. There's a door on the opposite side of this room, right?
Yes.
And Alu'Cor is fully engaged with the dragon.
Yes.
No, he went outside.
Oh, no, yeah, he's outside. Okay. It's the zombie that's fully engaged. And I'm sorry about the map, everybody. I'm definitely going to get rid of that that module. That's definitely causing the problems.
Yeah, I'll just use the rest of my movement to leave. That's all I was going to do.
Okay, you run outside. As you do that, you rush outside because I need you to give me an athletics check because of that nat 1 you rolled.
Ooh. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Athletics. Oh, natural 20.
Natural 20. That's real good. One moment. Getting the map pulled up so I can explain. It's loading. It's working. As you go to leave out that back door is locked. And that was going to be the rest of your movement trying to open this door. But as you get to it and you slam up against it, you just realizing how bad this is, you just full body push into it. Oh, good. Kill the page. Yes, that's what I wanted to do. Thank you. You full body slam into the side of this door. It's finally loading. Here we go. Save. Yeah, sorry, folks. I will uninstall that module for next week. Okay, yeah. You slam into that door, opening it, getting outside, and are able to take cover. That is your turn. That brings us to the dragon. The dragon is going to instantly fly up and try to get out from under this roof. As it does that, the ash zombie can make an attack of opportunity. I assume, Navarra, you would want it to do that.
Let's go. Come on, Snuggles.
That is a 13. It tries to grab onto the dragon, but misses as it flies up to the top of the roof. And as it does, it flies up to the top of the roof. One second. Here we go. It flies up, leans out on the roof like this, looking down at all of you, looks at Navarra and Alu'Cor, and then as it looks down at you, trespassers, it breathes in, and then poison rushes out of its breath.
Ooh.
And that is where we will
That's
stop
cool.
for today. We will find out how you guys fare next week. Something I was reminded of by our wonderful friends at Forgotten Adventure. They reminded me that Leo has a scroll of fireball. So this plan to get the roof to cave in is not over yet. It could still work, but you now need to bait this thing inside or come up with a new plan. I don't know what the party will do. Thank you for those who donated and helped. Penny has her ult ready, so that might help next week. Next week when we return, we will continue this dragon fight and see if the party makes it, as they've already spent some good amount of resources fighting cultists and zombies today. So thank you all for watching. We will be back next week for more. We will also be here Wednesday. The party there on our Fears and Fortunes campaign, they, oh my god, they had a very traumatic backstory last week that they went into. They learned about a dangerous foe who they are now on their way to confront. This is someone who hurt a child, and so they are like 10,000% wanting to kill this person. So they are going in looking for blood on Wednesday. That's on Fears and Fortunes. And of course, if you can be so kind, we have been nominated for the Crit Awards. And we are looking for people to vote. If you would like to vote for us, scan this QR code. It'll take you to the page to vote. We have been nominated for Best Upcoming Twitch Channel. After all, it's only been about 7 months since we started this channel, which is crazy. Not 7 months. It's about 8 months. 8 months since we started this channel. And it's been awesome to get this far. It's also been nominated. We've also been nominated for Best Series for Fears and Fortunes. We've also been nominated for Best Lyrical Song of the Year for the intro song of the Fears and Fortunes, and for Best Player to our wonderful friend Howdy Love Darland, the star, one of the stars of Fears and Fortunes, playing our lead role of Sly, who they've been absolutely killing it. So show them your support. We'd really appreciate it. That's all for us. We'd like to thank our friends at Forgotten Adventures for making all of the amazing battle maps, including this wonderful map. They actually updated it for us to add this sort of green miasma everywhere, which was a wonderful, nice touch. And for making all these wonderful tokens. We really appreciate it. So we will be back next week. Thank you all for watching, and pray for us. Pray for the party. They might need it. Okay, bye.
Yep.